some bad beans have happened. One of your friends has passed. Eh.
Yeah. So very sad.
What do you do with the body? Is
Don't
the real
know.
question here.
Give it
Should
a
we
proper.
carry it with us and like bury it properly somewhere?
Yeah, probably. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
not
well
totally.
over here.
Is that really a proper burial?
It's more of
It's
like
a
a small
burial at
fountain
sea.
of some kind, but
Or I mean, we could set a funeral pyre. It would be on brand to go out in a blaze of glory.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to burn the body.
does anyone here have enough fireballs to do that?
Probably.
I mean, probably. Like you have seen us.
I can chuck like 7 fireballs a day
Oh no.
at least.
Oh dear. Okay.
So if we're going to do that, probably not good to do it in an enemy base. Because that's kind of a giant signal to like, let people know, hey,
True.
something's going on over here.
Hmm. I mean, in any case, I do have alchemist's fire. Is that actually fire? No, it's not. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, no, never you mind. Never you mind. We'll figure out later. Huh.
Have this acid I can pour on him?
That's,
Oh wait, we do have torches. We do have torches in the inventory.
I mean, yeah,
So we
I'm
can.
sure we have enough equipment to make a fire.
You can make a fire, yes. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Like definitely not here though. So
It's adventuring 101.
okay, taking volunteers for hoisting our friend.
Yeah, I can carry him.
He's a noodly little baby.
Our limp little ramen noodle. If ants could cry, if there were tear ducts involved, you know it would be happening.
Yeah.
Poor Snuggles.
Did you know that compound's eyes are just a whole bunch of straws stipped on top of each other? It's great. At least with some
It's
animals it is.
amazing. Yeah, isn't it just freaking ridiculous? It's all
Bugs are
pupils.
weird and
Pupils
great.
all the way down.
Yep, that's why you have with some animals you have those black dots because that's where you look straight at them. I have no idea why you would evolve an eye that's that funny, but there you go.
Gaze into the abyss, and the abyss will gaze back into you. But yes. So we have equipped the dragon's carcass. This is not the dragon slaying we signed up for. Where to next?
Well, it's late in the day, so you have to set up camp nearby. With a dour mood, you'll go to bed, and with a dour mood, you'll have to wake up. Luckily, it's in the presence of a brand new friend you've made. That big giant.
Oh well. Oh whoa.
Ord
Oh,
Walker
yeah.
Did you forget about them? They were like off panel for that moment, but here they are now.
Not new character friend. The other new friend we made.
I hope they killed that
Oh,
dude
okay.
that ran away.
Probably. He really doesn't like hobgoblins. They're making too much of a muck in his forest right now.
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblinos. Oh gosh, I gotta set his attitude to helpful. Wait. Since when is helpful an attitude you can give things? I know tokens can only be so many dispositions, but characters can be 5. The heck, man. Inconsistencies are getting me.
This guy's helpful.
He likes you. He thinks you're cool beans. Fighting
Aw.
them off.
My beans are pretty cool.
I'm sure he's also cool beans for helping.
Yeah.
Like, does he
God.
know, like, Mr. Giant, do you know where the hobs came from? Like, why are they here? We know why. We have a theory, but do you? Like, pick a direction.
Let me look up how old Warkle are. Yeah, man. I think it's just the mental effect. I think it's more
Sorry?
the you know, it's like everyone's making a big deal about coughing, so suddenly you can't help yourself anymore.
Is there
Yeah.
a gas leak?
Is there a gas leak?
To be fair, my room is kind of dusty. It might just be that, but I've also just got a tickle in the back of my throat, and I'm having that for a while now, and I keep having it. And it's also possible that we just have confirmation bias, because that also tends to happen. I'm gonna work
Can you
on
still smell? Can you still smell and taste things?
To the best I know, yes, I just had a nice sandwich.
Excellent.
Buttery sandwich.
It wasn't that buttery.
Oh,
It's just that the process of eating.
It was just one big slab of butter between two bits of bread.
You can't just go around accusing me. You bully. You bully.
So the giant gave everybody a little cold. So
yes,
that can
giant
leave
is giving us colds.
So if we also cough, you know what's up.
Cough, cough.
Pandemic friendly role playing.
But how about we shift the scene over to someone else as the morning rises? Oh, I see why Newbard's a name that's on the list, because that's apparently what your token has been defaulted to name. I haven't given him his name yet. There we go. That ought to fix that problem next time I fix it.
Oh, I disappeared. Oh, yeah.
What a lovely morning it's been. Nice and soft, a bit foggy, a bit chilly, but the perfect weather for a hunt. Get a quick meal, see what's on the road. After all, everyone around here knows one thing about the Vale, and that's that the old Dwarf Road is a great way to make some money. Many merchants go up through either the Old North Road or through the Dwarf Road, going off to splendiferous villages with large carts filled to the brim. Perfect time to loosen their pockets a bit, lighten their loads so they can travel faster. Or, if they look like they're unwilling or a little too well armed for your sake, you can always just pinch them out of money with a few marked cards. But today is going to be the end of that lifestyle, because in order for such chaos to commence, the woods must be free of lawful intervention, or the intervention of those who seek to change things. Upon arrival of your camp, a fresh kill over your shoulder, you can't help but notice that there's a large ruckus going on. And that ruckus appears to be several hobgoblins mounted upon icy wolves. With glee, they tear the camp apart, taking what they can find, and you can't help but see some of your old associates shaking hands and taking for themselves what has been lying around. And then they spot you. They know your ways, they know where you come from, how you tend to enter the camp. Reliability, after all, is the best way of security, and also makes it all the easier to betray you, since they know exactly what to expect of you. You've been running for a while now. It's honestly quite tired. Not a great way to start off a day with such a heavy sprint after such a quiet hunt. But you don't have much of a choice. Behind you, 3 mounted hobgoblins on wolves that spew shards of ice. Not exactly something you want to take on your lonesome. But lucky for you, you won't be alone for much longer, as you stumble, or perhaps dove intentionally, into some sort of small encampment. And what a strange collection of fellows seems to be hanging out here today. There's this enormous mossy man, covered in vines and moss, seeming more like a rock than a person. There are at least 2 things that are definitely not made of fur or flesh. That's probably chitin, and one of them is also clad completely head to toe in metal. Can't imagine that being too comfortable once the sun starts to shine. And the final one, you feel a strange kinship with. What do you say when you manage to prop yourself up enough to inform them of your current condition, which involves several large hounds behind you?
First, they hear, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Guys, I don't know who you are. There are people hunting me. Please help.
Oh, shit.
Ice wolves, huge, and bunch of hobs.
Hobgoblins? Oh, great.
Oh.
More of them.
Yes, they did a whole mess with my things.
Well, we're
Well.
not very friendly to hobs.
Yeah, and good news for you. We're kind of in the middle of a, I guess, expedition against them. So stay behind us and we'll deal with whatever these people are.
Do anything shady and we'll deal with you too.
Oh, okay.
Stranger
It's
danger,
morning.
come on.
It's morning.
Everyone, did you have your fanciful little introduction? The snapping of twigs gets real close, and you'll watch as they jump to where the underbrush thins out. As in, they would like to say hello, and maybe take some hostages? Although they'll see how it all plays. They'll play it by ear, as they yell a variety of obscenities at you. They don't like that you ran. You've made it very difficult for them. You stupid, stupid boy.
Are any of them my friends? Ex-friends?
They might be your ex-friends. I don't know.
Okay.
I need to give you some vision because you have low light. They took.
Yeah, everything is
Oh.
orange for me.
Well, within a short range,
Ooh.
it won't be orange because your low light vision amplifies the nearby light.
I see stuff.
Marvelous. Anyway, kids. Is that it? No, it's because your token fell out. Have a
You've
fun
got
time.
it.
Have a fun time. Roll some initiative. Roll some initiative.
Oh, it's rolling.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
slow times.
Oh, that's.
Old
Oh,
Warklenaw is the first
we
one.
got so much.
Michael is a lot more handsome than I thought they were going to be.
I like the ears.
Warklenaw hears hobgoblins. He sees hobgoblins. They get up and take the stone they've been sitting on as a weapon and just hurl it into the underbrush.
Okay, yeet.
Let me take a look. Here we go. Yeeting go. Range rock. Oh no. Listen, when you throw a rock into the brush, there's only so much you can do.
Didn't really take a lot of time to aim that one. Just reflex.
Yes. When you throw reflexively, don't expect everything to go. I mean, to be fair, I think this is like the second crit I've rolled for them, and they haven't been doing all that much. Not a good sign. Either. They will come charging towards you. Sometimes the better part of valor is to wait until they get closer. Let them waste their time coming to you.
Why should we walk?
So, what do you do? Evie, do you want to delay your turn? You want to ready in action? Throw a bomb when they get close?
Oh, heck yeah. I think. Wait, so we can. So the Warkle now is the Warkle now on our side or not? And
Yeah,
who's
they're on
Warkle
our
baby?
side.
That's a good giant.
The
click.
giant is on your
Okay.
side, yes. You specifically befriended
Oh,
him last
okay.
time. I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
I
Rain
hope-
wasn't here last time, so.
They are big
So
big
I-
friends you made. It's gonna be helpful.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I would like to target one of the winter one. Aha, ho ho. And mayhap whip up one of them's bombs. Like a nice little bramble bag.
While you can definitely throw a
Just-
bomb 100 feet, you will have like a -10 modifier because of how very far away
Oh,
you're throwing it.
Shit. What if I scoot a bit closer with my leggies?
Like every 20
Tiny,
feet
tiny
you're
square.
away from them is a -2, or was it a -1? I don't know what it is nowadays. Range, I think it's still a -2 though. I looked it up last lately. Range penalty. Yep, for if you're
Range
attacking beyond the first range increment, you get a -4. You can
Okay.
target. You can throw a weapon up to 6 range increments away. Nice.
Okay.
So if your range is 20, you can go up to 120, but you have a -10 at that point.
So can I scoot closer? A little
Yes, you can
scary
definitely
little
spend
beast?
additional actions to get
Oh.
closer.
Okay,
Scuttle, scuttle.
so definitely one action to skip nearby, one to whip up the bramble bag, and one to yeet. How does that sound? Good, boss?
Is everyone okay with your alchemist just going really close and essentially costing these guys no actions at all to get in close and stab her to pieces? Because
I mean, we're all going to be rushing in to try and save
Yeah.
Rock, but I mean,
And I can
Marvelous.
scoot away.
I'm moving
I'm just
last.
making sure that you're all okay with this. Because this is a very
It's
big
gonna bite us
battlefield
again.
decision.
I'm okay with it.
Marvelous. Evie, you can throw a
There-
bomb at will.
They're a grown
I
adult, they can
shall.
make their own decisions.
Even if those decisions are objectively bad. Okay,
Exactly.
then let's do some yeeting.
Well, that hits her besides it. What's really funny is that Call of Cthulhu actually has like built-in range increment calculations, which is really neat.
Ooh.
Although you have to set everything to yards, it does work, and it's kind of fancy that it does that.
Ooh,
tells you if
yes.
something is point blank or not. I forgot you can't get point blank on rifles. I should remember that for next time because that's kind of important. Bomb throws. Throw me bomb damage. Ow, oof, bam. What does your
Bada
bomb do?
bing, bada
No, what kind of
So
bomb are you
that's-
using? Just click
I'm
the.
using the bramble.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let me. Oh, that's the one which has formula book. Yeah, that's the one that's basically
I
immobilizing. It's the immobilizer.
uh, Tanklefoot. Bag. Moderate.
Feet.
Honestly,
It,
I
it,
just realized you can have items in your inventory while having 0 of that item. It might be useful to have 0 of that item so you can just click it and show everyone what's up.
this do be true. This do be. I
Kaboosh.
shall add.
The bag lands on top of the
Let's-
puppo. Takes a minus 15 foot speed for a bit. On a critical hit, comes contact. Okay, cool. So the dog is now significantly slowed down. Doesn't really matter when you're so close already that it can reach you with a movement or two anyway, so we'll see how that plays out when that plays out. For now,
Mhm.
another winter wolf is fresh on its way. Unfortunately, due to the fact that it essentially is dealing with a mounted rider and it itself is sentient, there's this constant back and forth on who gets to be in charge.
You no me no.
Who's writing who?
I don't even know anymore,
Oh.
man.
That's not for us to know.
The dog leaps from the bushes, its rider clinging on as tightly as it can, before it tries to firmly grasp you.
Aw.
What a smattering failure. If I'm going to roll ones the whole way through, that's going to be a statistical anomaly.
It's gonna be good for us though.
Mr.
Yeah, we could
Rockhawk.
do with an anomaly. Don't be shy.
Well, he honestly works a bit better when he's got his opponents on the hind foot, but
Feet.
Mr. Soffer, it is your turn.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The turn thing is gone
First
because
turn.
it's honestly because it has been causing issues for some people, but please pay attention.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna first think of what to do.
Do,
I
do.
expect him to move a
think.
bit closer. I'm gonna. Can I? Oh, I have a question. I didn't even think about this. This works on animals as well.
I mean, this thing looks smarter than you.
Okay, this thing looks smarter than me. That makes sense. Then I'm gonna do the twin feint, which is this. Yes, and I make 2 weapon attacks, which is you.
Great
Oh.
start.
Well, that's a great way to, that's a great opener. Let him have it. Blit. Don't forget you can all click things to target them, which helps with attack rolls.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot that. And then the second attack is a dagger.
Ooh. You do get the multiple attack penalty on that though, so that's a miss.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Then
It is
Then
flat-footed,
he's-
but wait a minute. If it's flat-footed, then you hit by 4, and I think a dagger's agile, so you would yeah. Okay, you still hit it with sneak attack damage.
yeah, and sneak attack damage.
Sneak attack is also in your action section. It's at the bottom. Just
It
click it.
applied them. It applied them.
Oh, well, ain't that just weird? I didn't know it had that kind of
But I think
intelligence.
it didn't. Did it imply my crit one on the first roll though?
Well, you
I
didn't
think
have.
it didn't.
You don't get any on that. Oh, it did. Oh,
Okay.
that's just weird.
Mhm.
Okay, well I have to redo. Oh, that's not even a crit. Yeah. How quaint. Yeah, that's not even a crit. Can you roll me a crit on that rapier?
So it's 2 more d8s. No. What? 2 more d6.
Like that. I don't know why it adds sneak attack no matter what. That is Oh, that's why. There's a button for that. Okay, cool. Now it should do it normally. Really? You can roll a 7 on this.
You
Anyway.
roll
Yes, I
only
Go ahead and roll
All
me that.
ones,
Go ahead and roll me that critical damage. Just don't have target is flat-footed on, or it automatically adds sneak attack, and that's not applicable on your first strike.
Okay. Aha, I need to remove that.
I also need to heal him for
Uh,
the damage that you didn't do.
What damage am I missing? I'm missing a D6, right?
Critical rapier, please. Damage. Go to strikes. Click. No, you are not missing sneak attack damage on anything. Your dagger did sneak attack damage as it was supposed to. It was a regular hit. The problem is that your rapier calculated sneak attack damage that it did not. I just want you to roll critical damage for your rapier, which you were using on your first twin feint. There
Yes.
we go.
Amazing.
And you have 1 action left.
I have 1 action left.
Yup.
With that 1 action, I'm gonna do an action. I'm gonna move. There we go. I'm gonna move. There.
You swoosh around him.
Yes, I start to dazzle him with my movement.
And
That's
so-
it.
Actually, let's undo that. Can this wolf set itself up for a flanking? I don't think the flanks, because that thing, doesn't have the reach. Well, this one's just gonna come on in then. Wow. From the bushes darts a wolf right on top of you, Evie. Chomp. Luckily, your armor is so thick that its cold teeth only chill the studs. Wait, no, you're not wearing studded leather. You're like, yeah. You think you're wearing a full-on... Oh, wow, +1 leather armor. You have medium proficiency, don't you? Oh, but you also have high dex. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Who needs armor when you can dodge? Tiri.
I'm going to cast dinosaur form,
Roar.
Nice.
and that makes me
Dinosaur.
large. How do I
Thick?
make myself bigger?
Swoop.
I'm
There
big.
are pills for that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If your dinosaur
going
form
to-
lasts more than 4 hours, please consult a doctor.
Please consult a druid.
And I'm gonna go with the classic Tyrannosaurus. Yeah,
Roar.
Can't
one
go wrong.
action.
Oh, excellent.
I have to make sure that my corner is in. I think that was. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh well. That's what happens when you.
Your
cast
speed
a
is
spell
30
that's
feet.
2 action.
30 feet. You got a deadly jaws. Man.
Yeah.
Man. Went a wolf. This one is a slight issue. Wait. There's a quick thing. Okay, yeah, you could still make that. This guy has to. Well, he can't. Mr. Rockhawk. I think you have something that will help you in this particular context.
Yes.
Would you like to show the class what rogues have that helps in this context?
My reaction
No,
thingy.
I'm not talking
No.
about your reaction. I'm talking about something passive that all rogues get.
Deny advantage, probably.
Probably.
Anxiety?
Anxiety.
No, it's deny advantage, which disallows
Yes.
things from flanking him all that easily.
You aren't flat-footed or hidden, and like this because I can't speak. There we go.
Language? I don't know her.
They can still help their allies flank, which means that if you've got a bunch of weenies, the big guy still gets the benefits. The weenies don't. Well, he still can try and get you in the butt.
Oh, my butt.
Not
Then the
butt.
regulars get to make their moves. This guy's very excited about that, by the way. He hefts up his shield, raises his longsword with his other hand, and tries to get you from above with all the momentum of his wolf. Doesn't seem to get you too bad. This gentleman over here, he's been pelting you with arrows. He's been the not the tip of the spear, but like the arrow of the spear.
The arrow of the snoot.
You know what? He's gonna probably get a little. You know, he's probably more concerned about the large dinosaur moving his way.
Like, sir, please do not.
So he just fires. He loosens 2 arrows. Only 1 hits, I think. Your armor class is 18 plus your level. which is not enough. Pew! A solid blow on Tiri. Don't forget you have temporary hit points.
Ow.
Ow.
I really like that it gives you some temp HP. It's like, listen, you're a spellcaster, you shouldn't be doing this, so here's some extra, please. Drink your milk. This fine gentleman was also involved in the whole kip and caboodle. He is... Okay, that's not a range increment. In fact, yeah, that wouldn't be... Yeah, well, almost. Could have been. Could have been a range increment. Could have been a range increment. Well, actually...
He needs some milk.
You know what? That dinosaur doesn't seem that tough. He got hit by like a stray arrow. Ha! So he's gonna go for you. Monastery. Pew, pew.
Little does he know.
Little as you know that full plate is actually a lot harder to hit than he thought it was. Monastery. Why won't anyone ever give you a speed boost when you need one?
Thankfully, I got one with Fleet last time I leveled up, so
Oh no.
now I can get all the way over to here.
The
Monastery
feeties.
doing zoomies.
He's got the Numies.
This one is not permanently flat-footed. It's between
And
me
with
and...
that second movement, I'm going to use Rallying Charge. So I can move and then attack. I'm going to run some temporary HP over here.
Rejoice, good friends. Jesus.
Protect the innocent!
Oh!
In theory.
Everyone
I
needs
don't
to
know how
remember.
innocent this guy is, but
Everyone, please remember that this man has muscles of steel as he cleaves.
slash.
A large red gash begins to spread across its fur as you. Ooh.
And
Re-
both
really show what's up.
Evie and Rock get 3 temporary HP.
Not roar. I think it's all stacking, like overlap actually. So you get the biggest pile of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how they work. They don't come up all that often.
Yeah.
Or Dwark will not is frustrated. They want to be fancy, but they didn't get to be with their rock. Well then, they'll just have to get over there and do it the old man style. Are they
Get
afraid
off my lawn.
Boop, 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 boop. And they wind up with... So to them it's a short sword. To any one of you, it's probably more like a great / long sword. But they use it like a short sword because it's so small to them comparatively. And
Could be like that.
they huck the Winter Wolf. They hack at it. Well, it's the accuracy is somewhat for what it's worth. Oh, it's flat-footed too. How could I forget? The part that's most impressive is that the thing has a lot of muscle. Ooh.
Because of this.
Yeah, it gets yours. That's for you, not for him. He also is flanking him normally anyway. The Winter Wolf, already having a big gash over its side, now feels the cut across the neck and lies limply. Bleh. Its rider stumbles off. Whoa! Evie.
Hello. What shall we do? What shall we do? How about I caroodle just a bit here to flank, and then whip up and squirt some capsaicin tonic and just, breathe a little bit of fire at Winterwolf closest to me and the remaining one over there if distances and God allow.
Show me the capsaicin. Let me actually pull it up for you and add it to your inventory so that's just permanently there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over my inventory and add all of the stuff after this campaign too.
So the capsaicin tonic is not a breath weapon. It doesn't work like that. It's just a cloud you create.
Okay. Well, I'm down for that. I definitely would like to include things. Wait, shit, that's the one that covers things. God dang it.
Well,
Did that ant just burp?
Huh?
That's one hell of a burp. The wolf takes 7 damage from it because it's weak to fire, so it doesn't like that. The hobgoblin on his back, by the way, also takes 2. It's also in the same space.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mr. Rock.
Well,
There's
Yes,
plenty of targets for you to select.
I'm gonna keep wailing on this one. I have a question though. Is he flat-footed or does Giant not give a flanking? Does
You
giant
you
have
have
range?
flanking if you want to attack the Hobgoblin regular. You have flanking from him from the giant who has reach with his
Yes.
big arms.
Amazing. Then I'm gonna strike him with my striking rapier. And I'll miss.
Well, you know, the guy is like tumbling off of a dead wolf.
That is true. I'm gonna use my second action to try to get him with my dagger minus how much? -4?
-4, yes, for agile weapons, which is your dagger. It actually automatically calculates that for you if you click the -4 button.
Oh, there's a -4 button. I have a
Your
+6
actions tab
button.
has them all calculated out for you, buckaroo.
Actions.
Yup.
Okay. Okay.
The
never mind.
little bullseye on your blue ribbon.
And in the hotbar too.
Yeah. The hotbar also has it. But that still misses. You got one action left.
Okay.
You know, can't hurt to try.
Stab again. That's a minus how much now?
Click the last button, man. The last button that's on there. That's not like damage or critical, because that's how that works. The first one is your first MAP, the second one is your second MAP, the third one is your third MAP, and then it's damage or critical, depending on the situation.
Those say +6 to me.
Or if you click your character, you get a hotbar at the top that has strikes on it. If you go to your actions tab, it shows you strike +14, then MAP -5, then MAP -10, and then damage and critical for your rapier. Are you on the actions tab? So on your character sheet,
what they look like in both the
yeah,
tabs and the character sheet.
Okay. Okay.
where do you get your numbers from? Is my question.
I'm clicking from the strikes tab, and the action tab doesn't have any weapons on it.
Yeah, actions is just different actions. It's under strikes.
You. Yeah, click you here. No, not like that. Oh my.
I don't get this. What does your action tab look like? So on the blue ribbon, the bullseye, what does it look like?
On my action tabs, I have actions, which is twin feint, poison weapon, poisonous twist, and feint escape. Then I have free sneak attack and fiendish nature.
Like
That's
this.
all I have in my action.
Like this. What is? Do you have this? Why don't you have this?
Let me see. This one is only telling me pluses there. Wait. I'm gonna figure it out. So I press this one?
Yes.
Does this work?
Yes. You do miss, but that is the button that we're looking for.
Okay, we found the button. That's a huge improvement of what I've been doing so far. I've been pressing from the strikes bar on the hotbar up there, and it only says like +8.
I mean,
-8.
it is there too. Those ones are just like, the first one is your regular attack, second is second attack, and third is third attack.
Oh, now it makes
Subtracts
sense.
5 each time.
So this also works.
Every time you take an
Yes.
action that has the attack trait, which includes most forms of strikes, goes up, up, up.
Okay, we've made it work. Thank you guys.
To be fair, you were a
Don't worry.
spellcaster. You didn't have to deal with that at all last time.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm like so confused by that now.
Spells have the attack
Right.
trait, even though it never comes up.
Learning.
Winter Wolf, Winter
I think
Wolf.
that was it. I missed the fuck out of him.
It was so much easier where you could click a button. That was your whole turn. Didn't have to think.
Yep.
Didn't have to do anything. You just sat there. Anyway, would you like a nice cold, chilly breath,
Yes.
Mr. Big Man
Yes.
and Monastery?
I mean, okay.
Okay,
Roll me that
make,
basic reflex save.
Okay, I have a thing from evasion. What does that do?
Well, you're not affected by this, so no evasion for you, my good sir. You don't have to roll what you're not affected by, as the old saying goes.
Oh, I thought it was on me. Okay, never mind.
It's for
Yeah.
Monastery and for old Warkanal, who does not have weakness to cold, so that's good. They almost made it, the poor man.
That could have been a lot worse, but he rolled really shit in the damage.
Terry, you're almost there.
Okay.
Oh, he's Scotland.
Always be Scotland.
Whoosh. I'm gonna bite the wolf.
With your big Tyrannosaurus maul.
I get confused by that one. I'm gonna bite the wolf.
Let's see. Oh, sweet Jesus. So your attack is deadly, which I'm gonna presume is deadly D12. So your damage is a bunch. Let's just keep it to that. If you have
Yeah.
so just a quick thing that you might like. I'm pretty sure that if you wear like those what are they called? Those hand wraps of mighty blows or whatever, they affect your natural weapons in this form, I think.
Oh yeah.
So that might be a worthwhile investment. Point is, that is 3d12 plus whatever damage modifier, which is 9, so that becomes 18. So 3d12 plus 18 damage as you just bite the wolf. Again, 3d12 plus
Yeah.
18. Sweet Jesus.
Oh my god.
Ate a whole dog.
Almost. It's like
Good as
half of its
hell.
health. It probably saw its life flash before its eyes that it has to practically tear its limbs apart to get out of the way of that massive chomper. The wolf normally keeps its cool, but when something exhausts it so dire, you're a nice big target. Maybe it can freeze you in place. Go ahead and roll me that reflex save, Mr. Terry. Roar. Big roar. That is full damage.
22. 22 minus 6.
Marvelous.
16.
This guy has to get back on his feet again. Because he lands up prone as a result of his dead mount. Then he gets up. He tries to hype himself up for a moment. And he's going to go for you, Mr. Rock. He's going to show you that you're very cute with your little feint techniques, but this gentleman has what it takes to swoop-de-whoop you.
Oh no.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure that's
swoop.
actually a critical on the first one. Because you're flat-footed. Oh, no, wait, you're not. Because you have deny advantage.
Yes.
See how nice that is. His
No
attack.
flat footing.
You still take those two, which combines for 13 damage. Actually, how about you ignore that last bit of damage? Because I think he's smart enough to realize that you should probably put his shield up, if anything. He's kind of without the big meat shield under him. This fine gentleman still has a bow out. And he doesn't care about any of you. He's like nice and high up on his high horse, wolf thing. He quickly take shot. You know what? Big Rockman looks like an appetizing target.
No.
Big Rockman has thick skin, and the arrow just kind of sticks to the callus. To you, that looks weird, but imagine if like someone shot like darts or needles at you. You could probably shrug off if someone didn't do it right. The final gentleman is on back here. Is really close to a. They just drop their bow and they struggle to quickly take out their sword and shield. And really would like not to get eaten. Monastery. What do you do?
I'm gonna continue dealing. I'll start dealing with the one down here along with Evie. So I'm going to yeah, 2 attacks is probably better. Not target that one, attack that with this. Miss. And second attack. Miss.
I mean, you're giving it a lot of shaves, but you're not trying to give it a haircut.
I don't know. I think I could look pretty good with a perm.
Wrong sword for the perms.
I don't
Well,
think
the-
my mates will do a good job.
Well,
Use
in
it
the
as
end,
a
he's gonna
roller,
be
maybe.
permanently.
Lord Warkle now is going to give the hobgoblin head a few a good old shanking. Oof. Poor guy. Poor guy. Not you, Mr. Warkle. No. Stop hurting yourself. Talking about this guy. Let's. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least you're getting the bad rolls out before the big fight.
Well, you say that.
Evie, how do you do? What do you want to do?
I to inflict a bomb.
You're very quiet, by the way.
Hello.
There we go.
I would like to inflict a blight bomb upon my friend here, the winter wolf boy.
A
Just
blonde.
Rub
Because
some poison on him. Rub the poison on its skin.
yes, just like the hand lotion with SLS, all of the additives completely perfumed, not tested on literally anything, not FDA approved, just a full bucket of bad.
Doing your animal testing now.
Very
Volunteering,
handsome.
not necessary.
Well, you can roll me the damage because, you know,
Oh hell yeah.
the downside is you will get hit by the splash, but the upside is you get to hit it.
So
That's
Yeah,
that's
good
that's
roll.
that's not the actual damage that a blight bomb does. So let's pull up an actual
Mm.
blight bomb.
hell yeah.
Blichtboom. Boom.
So
A moderate.
I have okay, so moderates, that's what I'm adding.
The moderate
to the
is
stuff.
2d6 poison damage plus 2 splash. You take 2 splash too.
Ho ho ho, excellent.
So that'll be this. That'll be for the big wolf.
Mm.
The rider also takes the 2 because he's on the wolf. Thus he gets hit by the splash. The wolf also takes 2d4
Mm.
persistent poison.
Big Pharma is not your friend.
Nope.
And neither is Little Pharma.
Mr. Software, you have another chance to redeem yourself.
Yes.
You're surrounded by enemies who are all flanked.
Yes. And that makes them all flat-footed to me. Y'all feet are flat. So I'm gonna attack the dude that's in front of me. I'm gonna go. The target is flat-footed, and I'm gonna attack him first with my rapier.
Jeepers creepers.
Was that a miss? Yes, right. Yes.
Yup.
And then I'm gonna attack with my dagger as a second attack.
Jeepers,
also-
man. What is today?
Today is I'm rolling under 10,
It's Miss Day.
and
Well,
I'm
you know
gonna continue to try to dagger him for the sixth time in a row.
We are trying. I mean, I guess all that shit talking you did was very fitting.
And that's about it.
The
He
wolf's just gonna
does-
squeak out of there. I'm gonna bite old Working on the ankles since he seems to be so ineffective with that little sword of his. Like, get down on the ground. That's Workon's armor class. Oh no! He gets the big chills in his feeties.
Except
Oh.
he takes 7 less of that, and I get to attack the wolf.
You bully! Yo, bully!
Ah! Missed though.
Terry, up north. I appreciate that you watched that video on combat tactics, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I can't really move to flank the wolf, can I? Can
Well,
I?
yeah, you can totally just step to the side. But I'd say that you're already flanking him because it's already an awkward angle.
Okay, I will not step, and I will just smack him with. I have no agile stuff, so I'll just fire him a bunch.
Go ahead. Have a
Precious.
lot of fun.
Which is a better way of doing this. So just
It
attack
probably
me.
is in the future when they fix that up. You're attacking the wolf, right? Oh, I don't think it matters. That'd be critical on either.
Okay, I'll just. Plus 3d12 plus 18.
18. Yup. Well, the wolf's definitely dead. You tear it out from under the regular.
Then I'm gonna attack the regular then with the rest. So, -5 on a. Yeah, -5 on normal.
Yup.
Good.
Armor class 24 is what he's trying to hit. Well, that hits him. 1d12
Whoa.
plus 8.
9.
Yeah, 9. You're right. I'm stupid. Oh man, he doesn't like that one. Well, don't know what that's about. Shouldn't the modifier be 1d20 plus 6 on your last
Oh,
one?
plus 6. Yeah.
The MAP does not increase to 15. That'd be.
No,
I mean, that would technically.
I took 10 off the 11.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, go ahead. Show me the goods.
Wait, did that? Wait, so that hit?
No. No, let's move on.
Yes.
Alright, this fine gentleman. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Well,
I've been called raw.
now that, yeah, because you're a big Rex. Well, he feels a lot for this Mr. Worklenaw. So you see him tumbling through. He orders the guy up north, who is now prone and also drew his weapons just a turn ago, to come over here and just help whittling this big man down. Let's chop ourselves a tree. Ord Walkernaw's gonna feel that one in the morning.
Ouchie.
Definitely. Which regular is this one? That's this guy. Well, he was using his bow and arrow, and that still seems to be working out just fine for him. So right between the eyes on Mr. Workle. Gosh. This fine regular. This fine gentleman. Can he make it there in time? He could have if his friend wasn't in the way. So see you later. Whee! And then he just throws up a shield. Take a defensive position. Monastery. They all, now that they aren't dealing with their mounts being a little bit unruly, they all seem to do something.
Well, if they're all going to be coming over here, I'm going to put up my stance. Just to, if everyone's going to be piling on over here.
I
And
think.
then-
Let me just look that one up. I don't have my GM sheet up, do I? I do. It's over
I
here.
think it's just a regular success.
I'll tell you what it is when I got it. Your level. Oh yeah, level 7. You need to get a 33 to get a crit.
Yeah. Oh, good enough. And then I will just target the wolf, I guess. Continue attacking that. With 21. It's not good enough.
No. Why can nobody see your light? Why can't I just have a light or a... No, I don't want to clear the turn tracker. Why is there a button that just... Ugh. Mr. Workonaw does not like being surrounded on all sides. It's annoying. She's just gonna move out of there with a few big steps. Unfortunately for him, it turns out regulars have attacks of opportunity, and they really want to whittle down Harkle as quick as possible. So there you go. Jesus, look at those thick calves soaking every blow. 2 actions left. Get rid of the wolf. Big mean wolfie. No, I'm not attacking Worklenaw here, you dingus. Attacking the wolf. 2 hits. And we all remember... Jesus. Is that really how that works out? Is that how the math works out? Apparently it is. The wolf is looking a hell of a lot worse. And suddenly
Bing
you're
bong.
reminded of the effectiveness that a giant can have when it actually hits. Evie.
Hello. Could I, pretty please, whip up one of them's juggernaut mutagens?
Definitely.
Whip that to money, and then use my stabbers to stab the wolf.
So who gets the benefits of this juggernaut elixir?
I'm gonna go with money. Because I'm seeing your hit points over there, just barely. So yes, if I can...
Monastery, as it stands, has a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so let me...
Monastery is gonna become a witcher.
Okay, so I have used this thing, but I did target money, so did it work?
Nope. Nothing happened.
God,
Monastery, you are force-fed a mutagen, which is all your actions, by the way. One to take it out, one to use it, one to move over. For the full... For a full 10 minutes, you gain 10 temporary hit points. You gain a +2 bonus to fort saves. And after 1 minute, your temp hit points recover. if you're at maximum hit points at least. You also take a -2 to will saves, perception checks, and initiative rolls, which aren't likely to happen with these bozos around.
So there we
Okay.
go. Armor
Thank
the
you.
tank.
They just
Sip that
so
monster energy drink.
software. They just left you. They just kind of started doing their
Yeah,
own
they're
thing
like-
over there.
What the fuck, guys? I'm gonna move here.
Come
Yeah, I'm
come
gonna-
over.
And I'm gonna do my twin feint again. So the
Smart.
first attack isn't flat-footed. And the
What's it?
first attack is gonna be a dagger. That's the first attack, which missed, of course.
He's
But
just
the
setting them
second
up.
attack is flat-footed. Now I strike the second time, which I also miss.
Well, technically you hit.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Ah.
include the flat-footedness in the calculations for some reason, but you do hit.
Yay! So that's damage with sneak damage.
Yeah, it
This
automatically
should be
includes that if the target is flat-footed.
This should be correct. And then I'm gonna. Is he still flat-footed if I attack again?
I think it's only for that feint, so no.
For the feint, yes. Okay, then attack with the last one.
You
which I
used an
missed.
action to move around, so
Oh yeah, true. I'm sorry.
Winterwolf is honestly getting a little bit sick and tired of all this banana beans around here. So it's gonna chomp at E.T., who looks like they're helping out this guy with that big sword.
I mean, fair. Very fair. Holy.
Well,
Big bites from big wolves.
Oh, it's
9
cold.
less. It's only 7. And then
That's
There we
right
go.
across the neck. And that's exactly what you needed.
Hell
Ha.
yeah.
And so its rider too tumbles onto the floor. Wah. None of them
Who's
managed to
that
dismount
happened to?
safely. Terry, they ran away from you, the cowards.
well, I'd run away from a giant dinosaur too.
Well,
Coward!
Run,
stomp,
coward.
stomp, stomp.
Stomp, stomp.
Is it worth it?
That's a big dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, it's worth it. Another action to stomp on behind. So technically, I'm flanking both of them.
Yeah, because you've got the reach. Go ahead,
Uh,
chomp at will.
T-Rex arms.
I'm gonna chomp the one next to me.
Its armor class is 22. Actually, no, it's, 22.
Yeah, plus 16.
Show me the goods. Ow! That's it.
Hump.
Doesn't like it. But he's had worse.
I think that's all of my actions.
They decide to adapt their strategy a bit. Theoretically, could he do that? Yes. Theoretically, he could. Roll. And gets up behind you. With the greatest of
What?
ease.
Why do the people keep running away from me?
Because to be fair, they think the dinosaur is a slightly bigger concern. Get it? Bigger?
Oh.
And he hucks up a shield. This regular he doesn't like being here either. So going away from monastery because he's got the revenge blade, and then he just lets it in. No, not the winter wolf. Why would he shoot the winter wolf? Get that out of here. That's slander.
Kick the corpse.
Shoot the corpse. Bad wolf.
Oof. Wait a minute. That's the wrong attack. Excuse me. That's the longsword. He's using a longbow. Other modifiers are saying, oh, who cares? Bam. Mr. Terry, 11 damage, as the regulars decide that you are priority target number 1 right now.
Ow.
You cast spells, you turn into a dinosaur, you've bitten one of their dogs in half. The giant just seems to be fumbling around a lot, and it's kind of hard to hit, so they're like, you know what? There are 2 big things we can take down right now. Might as well take down one of them. Don't forget, your armor class is technically higher than that. Reminding me is important.
Alright.
18 plus 7, so it's 25.
Yes.
But they are... No, that guy isn't flanking, so you can ignore that 3.
So I gain 3 then.
This fine
Nice.
gentleman would like to say Smack, smoke. He misses twice, and then he throws up his shield. Monastery.
Would be the best place to stand. Who's next? Michael Moore's next. So probably a good idea to help them out by moving on to the big old wolf. I can't target the thing because he's underneath the corpse. Ziz. There we go. Yeah,
How
there we go.
helpful.
And then just hit him in the back of the head.
Ow! That is the back of his head.
Yeah.
Boink.
Clunk.
It's super
And then-
effective.
Mm.
Shield up because I had to step forward.
Yeah, what a shame. Warkonaw would like to lift this man up. So
He's going
you
up
know in the cartoons when they grab someone, like their eyes bulge out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's definitely the feel you get from this man. As this oversized creature picks him up off the ground, and then, well, let's hope that the ground below him is well on the good side. Wait, he's not attacking. What is this? Why do I keep aiming weird places? It's because I'm not paying attention. I'm not using the rules they should be. He throws a man at the ground. That's what he's doing. Well, his armor soaks all of the blow. Well, he still has his fist, which is to say that he tries to step on him. So you just watch him grab him, throw him down to the ground, so he ends up being prone. Then he gets stepped on. Luckily, his armor takes much of the impact, but not for the step. The big stomp. Where, if anything, I think his breastplate would kind of start to bend inward and pinch him. Ooh! Evie.
Hello.
His exhaled air, forcefully exhaled through the impact, sounds like a fresh spring breeze.
Oh, well, isn't that just seasonal? Let's
Season's
scoot over
greetings.
and let's scoot over and then do a stab to let a bit more of that air out. Just vibing,
Well,
vibing very much.
When
with
he's
this
on the
aesthetic.
ground, he's prone, so you get that bonus. Show us the stabbies.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
The dagger you wield with more refinement than some rogues. Jesus,
Oh.
that lucky dagger just
And it
never
has
stops.
+1
Is it
from
not?
my aura.
Plus
Isn't
one
it
from the
just-
aura. Also, he's flat-footed, so it's like a major crit.
Hell yeah.
That dagger is gonna slowly get enchanted by the kills it takes.
Honestly, that dagger is the actual fifth member of the party.
You have one action left. Would you like to try again? Don't forget to click the button.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, definitely. Like, since we're stabbing, why the heck not? Oh no.
Well, that is with the my.
Ugh.
Don't forget that's the second button. The MAP -4.
Oh, this is true. This is true. -4. I mean, it's a fail anyway, so.
Rock, they seem to be ignoring you entirely and focusing on the biggest, scariest things around. What a bunch of jerks. They're ignoring you.
Target is flat-footed.
No argument about that one. There you go.
Finally, some damage.
Stab.
Well, good hit like that, and he ain't gonna be around for much longer.
I'm gonna go with my second attack. Oh,
Speaking of,
critical!
That hit alone would have ended his life a minute ago. Jerry, there's only one more left. Next to you, at least. The other one's like on a pile on the ground, and people are stomping him and stabbing him.
I'm gonna have like a notepad with just like the roll commands.
I
so
like
can
your
just quickly
gumption.
Copy and paste.
Show me the gumption. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Probably. Those teeth are big. Ooh. He doesn't look like he has much chutzpah left in his tank. Chutzpah reaches all times low.
And I'm going to then, yeah, no, another bite.
Well, you're free to do as you want.
Plus
With a +6,
6.
you never know. He keeps his cool. He keeps his cool. But he does realize that the odds aren't in his favor, so His plan is mostly going to involve walking around and helping his friend up off the ground. Get up, you fool.
Theory, you always have the bottom bar. I think you can put costume rolls into that one. Or not.
True.
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Would that
Oh.
movement trigger my attack of opportunity since he went
Yes.
around me? Or
If you have that,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
use it.
Oh ho!
Can't target the other one, but they're exactly the same, so I don't think it matters.
Show him the goods. Ow. Well, his friend ain't getting
Oof.
up then. And is still on the ground.
Just as he runs past me, clothesline him with the sword.
Decapitation.
Man, that is almost max what you can roll. You could get up to 44 with a hit. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's spicy.
I mean, to be fair, if your boy over there gets a good like rapier strike off, that thing has deadly on it and sneak attack damage. Scary,
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
very
that's
scary.
what rogues do.
A lot of d6s.
Yeah.
As many as a fireball. This guy's just gonna get up off the ground on his own. And if you don't mind, he wants to book it. See ya. He's
Woo.
charging off into the woodlands. Unless you have something to say about that.
Do we?
I've already had my opinions.
Well, cool.
I mean, I want to shoot him.
I mean, should we really leave a hob capable of telling the superiors about us?
Well, they're gonna
Oh,
be
I can't
freaking
get-
Warkle not doing anything around here.
He rolls another one.
He has a serious issue.
Don't we all?
I doubt I can do anything to
Yeah, he's
attack
like over
him
here.
with this.
Evie.
Hello.
I mean, Monastery. If if you can't catch up, you can't catch up. That's up to you. I think Evie and Rock still wanted to try something though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do have the super fun sling situation. And I even use it from
He's a ranger going away, so you take a -2, but it's not the worst. Is he
I mean,
though?
It's
Sling- I think Sling's actually have pretty good
So-
range. Yep,
Well, I
he's
mean,
within your
it's
first increment, so yeah, you just hurl that rock.
yeet.
Shh. Considering that he's running away full charge and doesn't have a shield up, you can make that a critical hit.
Oh hell yeah!
Critical rock to the head.
So
Donk.
he runs into the woodlands, and as the trees begin to shroud his presence, donk.
Does it ping away from the helmet?
To be fair,
Here's something to remember us by.
if your helmet starts ringing in your ears, I don't think you'd want to be awake for long either.
I mean, that put a dent in a few things.
In a few things.
Handsome. Anyway, let me tally up the points for you, kids.
Hell yeah.
How about you say
Into
hello
the
to?
woods.
There's a new man over there who demonstrated some degree of ability when the circumstances weren't so very unfair against him. Also, you might want to put some bandages on everyone.
Yeah.
I get my health back from the soup.
Come
From
on,
the
come
soap?
here, children.
A mussel soup.
Oh, muscle soup. I heard you say soap.
Muscle
It's
soup.
'cause I fumbled over my words, but
Well, definitely come here, come y'all. Get your elixirs of life, I do suppose.
thank you, wondrous dead hobgoblin regular of experience point giving. Oh, you've
No.
defeated me. Have 105 experience.
And so the Lord said, and so the Lord spake, as a well-bespaken man he is. I love well-bespaken people. Oracle not liked
He's
it.
speaking.
He likes how you guys were able to handle that. Unlike him,
Oh,
who clearly is a bit out of shape. He hopes that Hydra isn't as out of shape as he is.
Well, it was a
one
good
can only
warm up.
hope.
Mm-hmm.
Full on raid against the people with the stuff. My brain is all over the place.
Nah, don't worry. Anyway, kids,
Yeah,
back to the Witchwood map.
Spoosh.
Uh,
You could make it to
Shake.
Skullgorge Bridge in the same day if you wanted to. Along the way, patching up your wounds and taking care of all needs, as it were.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
Which
I
is
guess
a
I
bel-
like shake hands with Rock and like explain the whole
Yeah.
situation.
Rock is gonna
exactly
shake
what
off,
trying to
like
do
the
here.
dust, and be like, "Oh, thank you. This was a mess."
Can you imagine
I
rolling
love-
out of some trees and the first thing that people ask is, "Hey, I want to blow up a bridge?"
Yes, that sounds like a thing I would do. Completely.
Saying like you don't have to come with us, but you seem to handle yourself in a fight. So having you alongside us would be a big advantage.
I handle myself well in a fight and some other things, so blowing up bridges, especially if there are hobgoblins involved, I'm all for it.
After all, if the hobgoblins do anything else and start taking over, as probably comes up in idle passive between character conversation, then you can't be a
They're running
bandit
the
anymore.
business.
How can you rob the woods if there's too many goblins all being like, "No, you can't do that," and they try to hit you with their law sticks?
Yes, I can't be Robin Hood if they keep fucking up my people. No rich people are coming through anymore. Merchants,
You
no,
have to-
they changed their routes.
Yeah, to be fair, had you done some research in town, you probably would have picked up on the fact that trade has indeed been going down, but Rock knows that already. Like, you have been noticing a steady decrease in, like, merchants, which normally you think, like, okay, we've been a bit too active, but despite you entering that usual phase of, like, you tone it down a bit so people feel safe again, it's been down anyway. Like, something is up.
Yeah, we usually do curves, like we attack in 1 month a lot, then the other then we leave it for 2 months, then we
They
start
just
again.
they just stick to the marked cards and cheating. Just like, hey ho, travelers, would you like to gamble?
You know,
You
gambling on
do a crop rotation on the merchants.
yes, we sometimes change routes, but this is the best one. Used to be the best one.
I'm gonna be fair. If this road does eventually split into two, so if you stick to one of those roads instead of both at once, man, the fact that you can make banditry into such a complex thing of like business metrics.
And just enough alcohol or
This
sleeping
is why some
potions
bandits
works
have.
well as well.
This is why some bandits have accounting lore. It takes work. Marvelous. As I mentioned, you guys will make it over to Skullgorge Bridge.
Oh wow.
Rock
Where did
points
we
at
rest
one
for
of
the day?
the goblins. That was Jack the accountant. He used to do the accountings.
Oh yeah, you're not on this map yet. There you go.
Shame he turned to a life of crime. There's so much call for accountants these days.
You are not exposed. I'm gonna say that you guys are like off screen a little bit. You're like on the edge of the woodlands, looking at this large bridge with its 40 feet tall towers overlooking a bridge of about 100 feet long.
I'm refreshing the founder.
It's wide
Yeah.
enough to support most forms of like carts and stuff. On the other side, you see some small plumes of smoke, tents set up along it. In fact, if I recall correctly, there is a cool picture that I can show you.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
A nice.
the notes.
A picture.
I love a good
Oh,
cinematic
Lord.
view. I was going to read through this again, but I did not have the time at the time. Life's just like that sometimes.
I see myself in Eevee. That's all I see.
I just see grayness.
Don't worry about it. It takes a moment to load. As always. Look at that.
It'd be like. Do you think they have this view on a postcard? Greetings from Skullgorge.
Well,
Pre-destruction.
Yeah,
Just like it would be nice
see
to
it
send
while
back
it
to the
lasts.
anthill.
Winky face.
I mean,
Wonk.
there is tourism for everyone.
Manny, do you say that with your mouth? Winky face.
Yeah, I kind of have to.
Love
It's
that.
hard for non-Koreaners to understand Korean facial expressions.
This is true. This is true. Wait, y'all guys get to express things with your faces?
It's weird.
Yeah. My face is not well liked.
Oh my god, same.
Excellent. I got some good news for you. Skull Gorge is about 150 feet deep.
Oh, wow.
Deep gorge.
So don't fall in.
There's also a rushing river down there, which is probably the reason why this gorge is as deep as it is. Erosion!
Yeah, that'll do it.
Nature.
God damn you, nature.
Oh, camping.
They are camping. Camping goblins.
Yeah, they have a little like base over there.
Where's Mr. Jordan
Frickin' van
Etherson? He's
lifers,
supposed to be on
man.
this map too. There he is. He just blends in with the background with his greens.
Gorge.
I mean, he was.
Hi,
You
George.
did organize to have like a Hydra attack happen this day, so
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that'll do it. Oh, this
Okay,
map is just
so
like-
what's the game plan?
Well, the game plan that we'd come up with last time was our friend Yor, who you haven't met, is leading a Hydra around to the back to cause a lot of chaos and probably attract the attention of most of the goons. Wakalnor
okay.
here is gonna lob a whole bunch of rocks and stuff to take care of the big scary dragon that lives here, and also just general
Ooh.
range support. Tiri, our mage, can fly up to the towers and take care of them. And then
Yeah.
myself and Evie were going to take the frontal assault, which I assume you can come with us there.
Oh, or I can
Excellent.
attempt to take one of the towers. Fell through.
If you fancy running up the stairs mid combat, be my guest.
well, they're difficult terrain and they go about 40 feet up. So it takes a turn or two to do that, but it's entirely possible considering the terrain you're in. Like
Okay, what's happened? Why is there an ant digging a tunnel?
You can't see.
I'm just trying to load the thing. Wait, is this?
Okay, I know
how
what's
does
I know what's up. I know what's up. It's doing this freaking thing again.
Are we
The
supposed
only
to have a
thing.
fog of
Oh,
war?
there we go.
No, it turned the light off. It pushed the light button and it went clicky.
Oh,
Okay, then we just go frontal. I
I
didn't
love
see
it.
this map.
wow. Oh, this would be such a good postcard. Holy crap. Okay, fancy. Oh, big fan of this work.
I mean,
For
I'm.
yeah.
I know how to stay hidden for a while. I can try to sneak up the left tower and take care of
Hmm.
someone who's in there.
I mean, they seem to be close to the edge a lot. So if you give them a good shove,
And they don't expect me. You would be able to fight them down there.
a 40-foot fall is quite something.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Yeah, to put a jump.
I mean, to be fair, if you could push them into the gorge, they'd be like
Yeah,
out
we
of the
could.
fight altogether.
If you can get lucky and he's on that side, then by all means. That's
Yeah,
a freebie.
if I have patience and some little rocks.
That being said, the guy who's standing up in the towers at this direction, they look like tough nuggets. I'm just going to tell you
Okay.
how tough they are. They have names.
Oh.
This side.
Yes,
Or
on
this
both
side?
towers. Well, over there, there's like clearly like a lackey, and then there's this big magic man who probably has like big magic spells. Honestly, the Hellhound is like the least of your problems here.
I
Okay,
can
then
To
try
put it into
pick-
context, that guy up there looks like one of those blade bearers that you fought back in the ambush. You know, that guy was immune to
Yeah.
electricity and cold and didn't care about most things, but a good stab would really get him.
yeah.
Okay, so I should take the left side.
And the guy on the right reminds you of one of those that cleric guy that you fought at the Fort Doth, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, the mean cleric.
The guy who made a bunch of undead heaven, yeah. Big tough man.
Yeah.
Flexing his muscles, flexingly. Well, kids.
Should I,
I'll take the right
gang,
then.
shoot?
I'll stealth up the left
should-
then.
Okay, gang,
I'm
do you
crouching
want some
down front.
buffs?
Yeah,
Would you
buffing
like some
beforehand,
buffs?
if anyone has anything. Good
Yeah,
idea.
that would be cool because I do have this.
I'm in full health
afraid.
now, right?
Yeah, we'll all be on full health. We've had time to rest.
Yeah, full health is fine, but I also have like some things that might help the stealth and
should
the
I get all my
speed
spells
if
back?
y'all want.
No, it's not been a day.
Oh, yeah, but I mean from the last session.
Yes, you have had a long rest since last session, yes.
Okay.
Okay, how do
Minus
I
the,
link
like,
y'all
because
up?
Because I was on
dinosaur.
0 spells.
Yes, you do get more spells at this new level. And new spells learned. Ooh, man, look at all those cool new spells you got. Ooh.
So I could Juggernaut as both money and like possibly one more. There's also a thing for beastie things and a quicksilver mutagen. So I'm basically offering y'all my mutagens, which I am not quite sure how to link.
Portable Witcher is what we got.
Yeah. How do I link this into the chat so y'all can see without actually using them up?
I think you have to click the use potion button to use them, so I think you can just click the items, the thing on the left, you know.
Okay, so these are
Yeah, you just click the
simply
picture.
okay. So these are simply to show y'all what's on the menu.
That one's
Ooh.
used. That one's
Yeah.
used.
Yes. And the third one. And I do also have what could help
I mean,
us
it
in
didn't
general.
show them. It just used them.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is this? Okay, there we go. So this is the stuff that I have. Stuff I can offer to y'all. Any takers? Just like to prep us for this incredible storming activity.
There's one question that I got for everyone, like real fast.
Yes. Yes.
How would you want to coordinate this with a Hydra attack? Because you do have time before the Hydra attack, but are you going to go during, before, after? What's your timing with that?
I guess we start and we hope the Hydra gets there on time, like all the
Yeah.
real
Or
heroes.
Or should we just wait for the Hydra and then do like a two-prong thing so their attention is split?
We
Because
can probably hear when the Hydra arrives at least. And that would probably be a good signal to rush the attack.
Marvelous. So you're going to do it when the Hydra shows up.
Yeah, probably.
okay. Okay, so we wait for the Hydra, then we go in. Speaking again, who wants buffs? If y'all want
I'm
buffs.
okay. How long does a poison last on a blade if I put it on there?
It lasts until you hit or you critically miss.
Okay, then I'm
If
gonna
you land a
put-
critical hit with a poison, I think it immediately goes to 2 stages or something, or they, I don't know. It's fancy stuff.
I'm gonna put giant wasp venom on my rapier.
That's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. Ho ho ho! Santa Claus is coming to town. So here's a question. Can I take, say, Monastery and just go to effects and just drag this on? I can. Oh, that's cool. So
Oh,
you can
no.
take that effect and actually just click and drag it into your effects tab, little star icon, and it just does it.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It does it.
I think I'll take the Juggernaut mutagen. The Fortitude save will probably. Does that help my Fortitude AC as well?
Yeah.
Against,
If it
like-
increases your fortitude, it increases your fortitude DC.
Yeah.
And you also
I don't
and
want
you
to
also
get
get
thrown
extra
off this
hit points.
bridge.
Yeah, and you also get like temporary hit points. So it when you do get attacked, it's chopping and slowly chipping away at the extra stuff,
Yeah.
not your main.
He has the.
stash,
It
so-
shows up on the sheet. He has 10 temp, and I think the calculation automatically take care of that. So
Yeah, so there we go. Okay, so I'm also gonna Juggernaut myself. One for money. Thierry, my darling, you want anything? Want some soup?
No, I think I'm free.
also, quick note: you can only have one mutagen active at a time. I forgot this detail, but it's because they're polymorphic. They change who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Can't stack.
Okie doke. Okay, that's okay. That's work. That works at least for me. Also, do y'all want us to, when we do attack, do you want us to start off with a smoke stick?
I mean,
I'm
they're
just, like,
probably going to
planning
be
ahead.
looking at at the large flaming creature that makes its
Yeah,
entrance.
that's what we're trying to.
True.
Yeah, I've already got a distraction.
Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
wanna start myself up now so I see what's happening. I wanna be on this tower.
By the way, if you want to use smoke sticks correctly, the best way to use them is to use them
Mhm.
somewhere where you're not coming from, to make them think that there's someone coming from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
otherwise, they're just
so-
going to shoot at the cloud.
Yeah. So there we go.
Mr. Soffer, we'll say that the attack's happening now. A large, red glowing to the point that it just has this aura of steam and smoke around it as the ambient grass just immediately sets on fire. A large, angry beast makes its entrance on the other side of the bridge. It has 7 heads, and they are whipping. HMS,
Oh
are
my
you
God.
slapping?
Pat, pat,
Oh
pat,
my
Oh,
pat,
God.
pat.
absolutely glorious.
I
A whole
said,
bunch of those Half-Life collision sounds as they just slap into everything.
Flap, 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 flap.
Wet ass Hydra.
ha! There we go. They've set some of their best men on this. You have no idea where Jornathson himself is, but he'll probably join the fight once he sees that you're involved as well. You hope.
Oh man, that guy's got a doctorate.
He's got a doctorate in slapping you with some healing materials, so meeting up with him at some point if things are going rough isn't a terrible idea. Oh man, you guys all got the initiative here. Okay, cool. Rock Sufferer, you're the only one who hasn't gone yet. Although, you know what, you can use your stealth check there if you want to.
Oh yeah. No. Well,
Hell.
I want to use my stealth check. I'm sorry.
If you want to change it, you just click the little initiative button, which is under your perception and above your saves. You can just click that, change it to another skill, and then roll.
Okay, I'll do it now.
It's handsome. 26. 26. It's the number of the day. Good old Warklenaw is... They essentially sit around with like a rock in their hands. They're like waiting for you guys to give the okay. They're just being polite about it, okay? They don't understand tactics all that well. They're not a fighter.
Limbering
Yeah,
up
good
their
point.
shoulder a little bit like a baseball player.
Yeah, sure. You can call it whatever you want. They also have their bow with them now. They picked that up on the way back. And honestly, you don't want to know what it's like to get hit by a bow whose arrows are the size of your forearm. It's like spears and javelins. The large thing comes closer, and it just immediately starts setting the tents and trees on fire. If you want to know what I mean by that, it literally has a fiery aura that just does damage to everything that's adjacent to it.
Love that.
It's hella hot. It's one hot puppy. As it gets close enough, you can hear screaming on the other side. Someone starts sounding some sort of horn, probably just a horn of like, "Hey, everyone, pay attention, look lively." The Hobgoblin Sergeant is probably going to get smoked when his turn starts. He's also going to get slapped on the head by a head of this large, angry creature that doesn't quite understand what's... Oh, that's bad.
God.
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh. Have fun with
I
that, kid.
presume that you hear the sound of like an order getting shouted, and then it gets interrupted halfway through. That's probably good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Get ready
But
to.
we-
Holy crap.
He quickly picks up his equipment, realizes that he's... Oh, fuck it. For the boss!
For the boss.
You know what? No. He's gonna fall back a bit and just plink his little arrows at it. These guys don't know what a Hydra is, necessarily.
I do it for you, boss.
Well, he managed to land a blow. The arrow does immediately catch fire and, like, burn away. But, you know, it still hits like an arrow would.
Good for him.
Bark Bork.
Is-
Bjork. Broof.
Is it canon that all the hobgoblins are Italian American at this point?
Just the goons.
Oh, the Hydra's not even affected. Okay, cool. So, this dog runs forward, bites on, finds that its usual forte of attack doesn't quite work as well, because the Hydra is affected neither by the evil nor the fire. So, can you imagine? Your bite's filled with raw malice and still nothing. Terry, you're hanging out.
You
So-
believe to know.
So are we waiting for a rock to move, or
Well, Mr. Warkernall's waiting for you to give the signal. Like, whoever wants to say, hey, just huck that rock at that hound, he'll give it a go. The other people on the tower, if you don't give them any reason to do anything else, will run towards, like, the other side of the tower to get a good look at what's going on, which is the
That's
ravine
what I'm
side.
waiting for. That's what I expect to happen while I climb up.
The
tower.
Hellhound, not being given any orders otherwise, will move towards the sound of the excitement. Like, it will leave this post. It's a dog. This is not that smart.
Dog. I said
Boo.
dog and bark at the same time.
So you're going to hold your turn for now, Thierry?
yes, despite all urges to just fly up there and blast.
The hound seems to pick up a faint smell in the air, but then it's like, wait, bark, 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 bjork. It just darts across the bridge. It's impressive that it just crosses it in one fell swoop. But that's dogs for you.
Speedy pup. Look at him go.
Ambitious.
You can't see him, but he like looks up at the big scary man next to him, and it's like, what do we do, sir? Just waits for orders, just stalling for time. Colonel Blackthorn wants to get a better look at this thing. He squints, beckons his minion over, and he essentially is going to try to see if he doesn't have any skills that can help with this. But maybe it's a fiend. Maybe pyrohydras of a fiendish origin. Well, no. But, he does know the obvious. It looks on fire. Probably on fire. Probably. Use cold, kids. A certain Dr. Ozerandian, who's standing on the tower. You see him just walk away. You don't know what he does once he arrives on the other side. He's just kind of sitting there looking. Mr. Soffer.
I stealth up this tower.
You stalk up the tower. There's no hound to smell you, so there's no worries there. As you reach the top, you see Mr. Iron Ward walk to the other side, examining the situation. He looks like he's going to take a whole nother turn just taking a look, because he's just curious to see how the troops respond to this, Make sure that they're all up to code.
Do I still have an action?
It's going to take like your whole turn to slick and sneak
Okay,
up there. It's a big, tall stairs. You went like 4 floors up. I tell you, that's good on your legs.
You ran up floors.
Also, sneaking takes a while, so... Capsized, which is a big green razor fiend who has a name. I don't know why he got one, but he has one. He's excited. He's like, whoa, that's a big beastie.
Yeah, it's called Capsized, which is a rad name.
In the distance, you hear 2 blades like getting... what's it called? Rasped against each other. And then, well, he'll do it his next turn. He had to take out his weapons. He was just kind of lounging, weapons not out, like an idiot would. This man is on fire, as he's too close to a pyrohydra, like a fool. The first thing he does is the logical thing of quickly getting out of the fire. He then starts barking orders at everyone. At attention! Hit him! Right between the eyes. With a sword, preferably. Iron Ward is technically...
Which ones?
Has already taken his turn. Technically. Mr. Blood Ghost Berserker is like, I'm too angry to feel fire. Yes! And you watch it, or at least you hear in the distance, that blood-curdling scream of a blood rage being unleashed. It spent most of its turn just walking up to the thing in the first place. As does his friend. They take a while. It takes a moment. Just please, be patient. Monastery.
Money.
Should I wait for Terry and everyone to get in position, or should I just run the heck in?
If you run in now, if you alert the guy upstairs, Rock's gonna be in a pinch.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
probably best to delay then, I guess. Although there's not much room to delay into.
Well, sometimes it's better just to watch for a moment and observe,
Yeah,
like those guys in the towers are doing.
yeah. I'll wait for my opportunity.
Somewhere, Jorn Atherson is kind of waiting to see if you guys are still alive, or if he should beat retreat, as they say. Evie.
Hello. I'm having a think. I'm having a big think.
That's really cool.
What if in it,
Yeah.
I know
You
it's
shop-
very refreshing. It's a refreshing experience. Haven't had that one in a while. Because they do have this thingamabob, which is like psychic mental damage. Give them anxiety. And
Oh,
also
gosh.
it's a +1. Yeah, it's also a +1 bonus to attack rolls. So if I sneaky madoodle up to those stairs and then just like roll it gently towards like these dudes in the right tower, would that be...
Those guys in the right tower are like 40 feet up in a tower.
This is true. This is true. What can one do at this point? What can one do?
Also, oh no, wait, these guys are not those kinds of guys. It's the sergeants who are resistant to mental because they're such hard asses.
Oh god. Hmm. Gang suggestions. Because like if we don't, you're just gonna beat it. If we do move, we're gonna get beated.
I mean,
Please, the collective.
I have a
will.
stupid question.
Yes.
Yes.
How stupid is it?
How possible is it to jump 20 feet?
With a good running
Not.
start and a good athletic score, maybe you can do it.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'll
untrained
try
in
to do
athletics
that.
though, so wouldn't put your money on it.
Mm.
But you can always try. That's the fun part. Wow. Actually, let me check
Yes.
out how long jumps work. Let's see. Long jump. The DC is equal to the total distance you're trying to leap. You need to succeed a DC 20 check to leap 20 feet. You can't leap further than your speed. Okay. So you can totally make it. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Don't forget
Okay,
your hero
thank you.
points. Don't forget that everyone gets an extra hero point because you planned for this. You have plans. Okay, well, Evie is thinking and just kind of
Yeah.
waiting it out for a moment.
Yeah.
The lackey is like,
Like-
Sir, what do we do? I don't want to go over there. I don't want to die. This guy is like, I do want to die. Let's leave the berserkers to eat the hotness. Well, that Hydra Hydra is sure feeling that it's going up against an army. Or like a bunch of dudes who are just babysitting a bridge. Warklenaw is getting a little impatient. He's like, come on, man. I thought we were going to beat him up. I don't understand the concept of nuance and discretion. They're boring. Wah. Oh, isn't Storm of Jaws the one? There we go. That's the fun one.
Yeah, that's the Turbo Munch.
That's the hit everyone in the local area. This attack is meant for parties. It's not meant for, like, dudes. But hey, there's 4 of them. So, 4 strikes go out. First against this guy. I hate this. I hate this so much. And I found out how to fix that. Don't worry. I'm going to turn that off in, like, 5 seconds. No, wait. I turned that off for the status effects, didn't I? Yeah. No, I didn't turn it off. Okay, cool. I'm going to take care of that in a minute. Okay, well, he rolled 2 criticals. And he hit 2 dudes once. So this guy takes that. He takes 5 less damage because he has fire resistance. And then the sergeant got hit,
Good for him.
and he'll just take the full blow. And he's like, shit, I'm standing too close. How could I make this mistake?
The long noodle necks.
Not the Hellhound. You dingy. That's my dingy. I'm the dingy here. The arrow
You're-
burns up in the air. The Hydra does also get back 3 times, so he gets 21 hit points back. Like I said, please don't leave this thing without a leash when you're done.
Just chuck it in the water when you're done.
The dog breathes fire over it, but doesn't do anything. And then it just keeps on chomping. No, don't butt yourself. That's wrong. That's illegal. Ka-chomp, ka-choomp. That is 6, 8 less damage. So that's 16. Oh no, wait, not plus 16, minus 16. There we go. And then that is minus 6, so that's 9. Well, the Pyre Hydra really is dragging a lot of fire. Tiri! You can hold your action until after a rock is gone.
Yeah, until after rocks has pushed him off the cliff.
Cool. This dog's just gonna be like, bark, bark. I can't move past all these dudes. Get out of my way. This fine regular is like, oh, boss. We can just wait out, right? Like, they know what they're doing. They're fine. Up here, a guy scratches his chin. Rock can see it because he's up there. You see him kind of stuck between taking his mace out and grabbing his holy symbol. He doesn't quite know what to make of this context. Like, why would a Pyro Hydra be here? The gears in his head are turning. This gentleman over here is just like, get them, you fools! It's not that hard! It only has 7 heads, and you're 7.
Thank you.
Mr. Rock, you're about to make what we in the business call a ballsy move.
I'm gonna run up to him and push him real hard.
Ho-ho.
Just give him the
From
old
behind.
athletics check then. Because that's what you use to push people.
Skills. Athletics.
A 24. Well, um, I think that's listen. If you wanted to be the guy who was pushing people, maybe you should have picked athletics as a skill, Mr. Rogue with all of his 1,000 skill increases.
That might be a thing, yes.
How do you have so few skills? Is my question. You get one every level, my good sir. You should
Because
have.
I put a bunch of them to expert.
They look trained to me.
What?
Yeah. To me, you're only trained. Wait. Yeah, you're only trained in crafting, deception, diplomacy, intimidation, performance, society, and thievery. You are a master in stealth, and that's it.
I should
Yeah,
have one
wait.
more then.
Well, please go ahead and click them and make sure that everything looks good to me.
Okay. Now
Let-
it should be okay.
now, in case
No, not
You,
that one.
you just added acrobatic.
I know. Shush. There we go.
So in case you want to know how ridiculous it is, you get 7 plus your int modifier, you get stealth, you get 1 or more skills from your racket. Then you got a skill increase every level, so that's an extra 14. So it's your racket, stealth, int modifier, and then 14 skill proficiencies. In case I would like to remind you that I had a rogue in one party, and he was like, "Why the fuck do I get every skill?" I'm like, "You're a rogue. That's your job."
Yeah,
Rogues do
Yes.
things.
Yes. I was fumbling with it at one point. I think that's now okay.
Okay, so that's
1,
a 26.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
If anyone would like to spend a hero point, that'll do it. Because this guy is not ready to get shoved in the back.
I can use my hero point.
You run up behind
Push
him, and
Yes.
everyone hears this loud clank as he pushes against the balustrade. He tries to grab on, but before he does, he slips forward too far, and he just sort of pulls himself over as a result.
Bye.
Sort of like a judo move where you use a person's weight of momentum against them. Sergeant
Oh,
Ironward,
fancy.
let's see. He takes essentially half of his hit points on the way down, as he takes 75 from just the fall alone, and then he splashes into the water, and presumably has to contend with drowning.
Bye.
Do I have to roll stealth again now? Just so
So-
the other people don't see me.
You know what? I say you can, because there are enough things to hide behind, and they just see their boss falling down. Mr.
Oh.
As far as I know,
Mi-
he's just an idiot.
Mr. Blackthorn's perception is 28 DC. So
Oh no.
yeah, he's a
Hi.
he's a priest, so he has good wisdom. He's very alert. He keeps his eyes on him. His job is to make sure that no one else dies, even if it means hitting them to death. Marvelous.
This is awkward.
This is very awkward, but he's also kind of happy that he has a target now. On the other hand, this is after his turn, so he just looks at that thing and then goes, "Wait a minute."
And then comes Terry.
Okay. Elemental motion. And then,
I'll say that you have activated that on the previous turn if you wanted to.
yes.
Capsized is stuck between watching a giant pyrohydra and then watching a guy fall down a chasm, and he thinks both are hilarious. This is the best. He hops down, like you watch him like push through. There are only so many holes in this tower, so he just pushes through and falls down. Okay, Thierry, sorry, you were interrupting. Go ahead.
Yes, so, right, so,
I'm a little excited.
no, I need to use all three actions to like move within range of him, like vertically and horizontally. So I am like 50 feet in the air and I over here.
50 feet is probably like slightly, well, whatever.
Maybe you said they're like 40 feet up.
Yeah, the platform's base is 40 feet up. So
Yes.
the altitude of the top of your head is your length plus 40 feet. So you're like above it slightly. If you want to, you could be hidden from him because he doesn't know you're there and you're probably not that noisy. You're a little crispy, but he's probably more interested in that man over there who pushed his friend down.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and be a bit sneakier.
There really isn't any role because he doesn't know idea that you're there and he has no reason to assume that you're there. It's just like, wait a minute.
I swear to God, I didn't push him. I tried to save him from falling down.
God damn it, you morons, just do it already. And then Sergeant Ironward gets washed down the river. Rock probably gets to catch like a glimpse of him as he splashes in the water. I'll tell you I'll tell you this much. All that armor of his might make him very hard to hit, but it sure doesn't help him swim.
Oh, now he's gonna drown.
Oh no.
The berserkers are mad. Roar! First off, they do get their bonus hit points. How could I forget that part? I love that their red hot blood isn't even going to come up, because, you know. Da-da-da-da-da. Not that one. I'm looking for their blood rage. What does it add? 10 temporary hit points. Marvelous. I can't
No,
increase
I
them
can't-
past their maximum anymore? Gosh, why so mean?
Kinda glad we're not fighting those. The Hydra is fighting them.
Heaves
I
up his
like them.
axe, and is going to rain it down on top of this Hydra's head, and, well, that's not going to work. Well, that's not going to work. Well, that's not going to work. Good job. Would you like to try? 1, 2, 3. He hits the Hydra once. Now that's a cut. Don't forget these fuckers have big muscles. Monastery. There's a guy screaming on the
signal-
tower, but there's so much noise.
The signal's gone out, so I'd like nod to Wakalnor to say things are starting, and then start running across the bridge, I guess.
Yeah.
You sure don't want to take care of your side of the bridge before you do something like that?
Well, I can't get up the stairs. I'm too big, slow, and heavy.
Oh,
Tiri, just throw a rope down to him.
I do have one.
Well, you know what, Monastery, put yourself where you want to be.
I'll get around here so that I'm not on knockoff range. And
Smart.
Probably not going to be ranged attack, so I'll get my stance ready. In that case. Ah, that beansed it entirely.
Not a critical failure, but it is a failure.
Yeah, it's still a beans.
Gosh, beans. Beans nabbit. Over on the other side, a certain guy who doesn't like goblins uses his favorite enemy ability.
Oh, we
Which
nearly
is-
forgot.
Mr. Jordan Atherson.
oh, he's smart. He went to the other side while the Hydra is
There we
taking
go.
this side.
Yeah.
He's a smart boy.
Listen, the
knows
Hydra
what
over there has all the dudes on him.
He's pretty delicious.
This hobgoblin feels a sting in his neck of another 3d8. Luckily, Mr. Jordan Atherson uses a 0 reload weapon, but he critically misses. I'm rolling terrible today. Evie.
Hello.
What was working all is like ready to get going.
Well, all of this stuff do be in motion. Kiri, you gonna need help up there, or you got it?
I think I've got it.
Yeah, he's gonna get
then
help if I don't fall.
Okay.
If I don't fall in the chasm.
Let's scoot him a total around here. What is my yeetage distance?
Up to a maximum of 120 feet.
Okay.
So that guy would be at a -6.
If I scoot, boop, boop,
Actually, it's a -4 because he's also flat-footed. He's like not really expecting you. Oh my god, the friend is
Okay.
back.
Yeah, that's what I said. We almost forgot.
He's so small.
It's the little baby one.
This big hand has only a little baby one.
I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be familiar.
So, if I'm right about
Just take him as a
hereabouts,
familiar.
and I do have Alchemist's Fire, which is very fiery.
Cool. Cool. Now I only got a -2 on your roll, so go ahead. If you want to throw fire on him, let him have it.
Okay. Okay. Is there a button for that -2, or do we just like vibe with it?
I'll do it in my head. I have a brain, you see.
Can do
Yes.
math.
Oh my gosh.
Plus,
Very-
applying modifiers to rolls like that in this is kind of complicated and not really worth it.
It's not really worth it. Click the attack button.
I clicketh with the attacketh.
Well, you're targeting the wrong man for one.
That.
but-
God heckin' damn it. That's
That
not the man. the other man.
That is
the
also
big
not the appropriate attack roll because it. Okay, I want you to go to your actions page and just click bomb because that automatically includes a +1 item bonus. So just huck it.
guy.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't include your proficiency there. It should be a +14.
Trek. Okay.
Capsized
this is-
suddenly gets set on fire.
Hell yeah. Well, that's definitely something.
What
That's
is the
definitely
damage on
something.
a firebomb? I think it's like 2d8. 2d8 plus 2 and 2 persistent fire damage.
And 2
Jesus.
splash. And there's like +1 to attack rolls, so well, you know what? That's fine.
2d6 plus
A very
2.
good start of the day.
10 damage is nothing to sneeze at. He suddenly gets
At
hit in
you.
the back of the head by a firebomb. That's something.
Just trying to set his hair on fire. Or at least his wig.
Did you know that if you wanted to, I'm pretty sure you can make sneak attack dice work on bombs? It's hilarious.
Oh
Holy
god.
shit.
Oh,
Seriously?
God.
Yeah.
Wait, how? Wait, how?
So,
Get the rogue
Oh, that
archetype.
would be glory.
you can get.
so let me.
Well,
Let me
either way.
It's like this.
so sneak attack applies to whenever you hit a target that is flat-footed with a ranged weapon attack, which is a throwing weapon. It just works.
Oh, I love that.
So if they're flat-footed and you throw a bomb at them, they're just gonna be like, "Ah, shit! It got right in my eyes."
Oh.
Just enjoy your sweet chili sauce, I guess.
This guy scoots over. It's like him over there, and he quickly fumbles to take out his bow. It's like, quick, get down, sir. I'm a lucky. I'm gonna die. He's not shooting his friend over there.
Is that what the little toggle with target is flat-footed is for? In the action
Yes,
tab?
that apparently also turns on sneak attack damage. At least that's what
Oh,
I think.
shall have.
Doesn't affect the attack roll for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know what? We'll figure it out. But this is good knowledge. This is excellent stuff to have.
Pew pew pew.
Hits him once,
Yes, indeed.
because this thing is pretty tough to hit. The Pyro Hydra is still causing a big run amok though. Old Rock'n'All.
Good for her. Girl boss.
And still has heads. That's...
Because he's so massive, climbing this tower is remarkably easy. I hope. Please, bad luck, don't get me now.
Yay.
Okay, this should mention how hard it is to climb the tower, because I know modules like this one love telling you how hard it is to climb something. It's like, oh, you're inside a cave, it's 15 DC to climb a tower. Like, why? Who does that? The answer is nobody, but who cares? You see Warkonaw climb up the tower. You can only envy such long arms, able to grip stones so tightly. I guess it's all those trees that he climbs. And he's up here. And the war priest would definitely appreciate that the giant was not this big so he could push him off. The uncontainable Pyro Hydra
Having a good
unleashes a focused assault on one of these fine gentlemen. Or should I go for the Hellhound? If their AC is the same, it's probably just gonna. Well, the dog is like latched onto him, and is being extremely annoying. So the dog just gets no, what? Focused assault on the berserker. It is an unreasonable animal. It's doing whatever the hell it feels like. Ooh. Well, see, this is what you get. This is what you get, you poor man. I think that's a crit too. Oh heck. Okay, cut. So it's plus every hit beyond the first, so that's 2d6 plus 66.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna add on to this. This is what happens when all Hydra heads come for D. And that together is 38. That times 2 is... Ooh. You hear the sound of a train slamming into a body. And then you see, in the distance, this man roll down the hill. Ooh. That makes 2 people sacrifice to the river gods. Nice! It still has 1 action left. It's gonna get rid of that stupid dog. Chomp. The Hellhound doesn't like that one. The Hellhound takes 15. And goes arc. Oh, man. Actually, the Hellhound is medium. Okay. If it was small, it probably would have been a lot more worried about that. The regular watches as one of his... Don't forget, those guys are like their comrades in arms, so he's like, oh, shit. That tough guy just got obliterated. I'm doing my best, boss. Please maybe stand back like a little further than you are currently doing. Unleash the bow. That's one hit. I like that he always gets one hit.
Get George.
Just the one. Da-da-da-da-da. This hellhound is latching on, but he is getting scared, because that bite hurt like hell.
Hound.
Ow. It steps back a moment, but only after a little nibble. Nibble, nibble.
Nibble, nibble, nibble.
No, just the one.
Fire hydrant's
Uh,
getting down.
And I ignore 6 damage, so it's only 7. Oh yeah, the Hydra had a turn, so it gets 20... Oh, whoops. It gets 21 hit points back? Yep, there you go.
I was gonna
Love
say
that
it's getting
there.
pretty low for something with huge regen.
Well, you know when lots of people have to... Tiri! Warkonal's
Yes.
over there. Having a blast.
Alright. Whoosh.
Oh my god, a crushing wave would destroy them right now.
Guess what? Crashing wave.
I mean, that's like the rudest mood you can do, man.
Yeah.
Sploosh. Let's take a look-see at the splooshing that happens in this area. Okay, cool. Click these fine gentlemen. They get to roll me. Oh, they both failed. Hilarious.
Nice.
River gods will be satisfied.
Is it really
Bad
just...
damage, but oh well.
Is it really just damage? Man, that feels like a spell that you push people on, but that's like telekinetic maneuvers turf anyway, so... Kersploosh! The 2 gentlemen are hit for big ouchies. Wah! He doesn't know how to feel about the fact that he's got splooshed in the head. This fresh hellhound is full of vim and vigor. It unleashes its breath weapon, finds that it doesn't do anything, it still tries to latch on with a bite. Chompy chompy. That is 3 damage less. And down the list we go to another regular. This guy wants to know what the hell shot at him. And he yells at his boss about it, like, "Hey, boss, I think someone just shot me." Takes up a shield and sort of takes covers like, eh. Mr. Blackthorn is not appreciative of what's going on. He's a spellcaster, so it always takes a moment to figure out what you want to do. I guess you could summon a fiend, but where's the fun in that? I think a far more fun thing to do is to Divine Wrath the 2 of these bastards standing next to him. Kablooey. Excuse me for that one.
A 20-foot error.
A 20-foot area, yes. I think it's a 20-foot radius, so yeah. Tiri and Ordwarkronal are hit by an implosion of ouchies. But it only makes the big Warkle angrier.
Grr.
How do I apply that damage to me?
And then he throws up a shield.
Math is hard.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he needs to make a fort save. I forgot, Mr. Warkle. Would you like to fort save? No.
You're both sick.
This guy's too distracted by the large, crispy noise that's nearby. Rocks offer.
If I jump into their space, what can they do to me?
Well, I mean, everything considered, you can stand on the edge a bit. Risky move, but you can do it. So you stand on, like this space, effectively.
Also,
No, I'm
preemptively,
gonna.
if they beef it, can I catch them?
Probably.
I'm gonna short bow the cleric dude from here.
Well, his armor class is 26. Show me the goods.
The poison is on the rapier. If I now make an attack, will it go away? It won't, right?
No, your weapons... The poison stays on it for like a minute before it dries out properly.
Oof.
Well, too bad that he's fully aware of your location.
So there's one action to reload and the third action to attack again? Or how do bows work?
Well, bows have reload of 0, so you can use them a bunch.
Ooh.
So
I
you,
can miss a bunch.
you can also
Okay, I'm
miss
gonna
a
start
bunch.
walking down. I'm gonna start walking down with my last action.
Capsized sees snack food. Snack food on this bridge because you insisted on getting its attention. I mean, it would go invisible, but what's the point of that when you can just charge dead ahead?
I,
I think Monastery will like that, though.
Yeah.
And then, with a single fell swoop, it throws its wing blade on its arm at Evie, and it hits only just. Ow.
Gasp.
You take 10.
Reduce that by 9, so you only take 1.
Aw, thank you.
This guy is annoyed at what's going on. He keeps yelling, but everyone keeps ignoring him because the tents are on fire. Iron Ward, please get out of my initiative. Blood goes Berserker. What the heck? Let him have it. No. It wants to try and grab it because it's big angry. You watch it. Well, I don't know if you're paying attention to what's happening in the background. It's a bit distant right now. But this man does start to wrestle a huge creature. I don't know if it's the best idea to get really comfy cozy with something that's continuously on fire. But you know,
It'd be like that.
it do be like
Poor
that.
Hydra.
He can't really use his he can't really use his great axe like this, but he does own a javelin.
What a legend!
Listen, if life is about having fun.
When life gives you lemons.
When life gives you
throw a
hydras.
javelin at it.
Yes. Throw the lemon like a
Monastery,
javelin.
there's a boy bullying your buddy.
Help money.
Jump up next to Evie and... Can I shove him sideways, or can it only be, like, directly backwards?
Wait, what? You can shove him in a different direction, I'd say. Any direction that's linearly away from you, so you can't go with diagonals if you wanted to.
Well, in that case, I'm definitely going to try and throw this guy off the bridge.
Ho-ho.
Gonna spend a hero point beforehand to get +4. And then... 35!
Oh, yeah.
Da-da, what is this? Oh, 35. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, it's 22. So
Bye.
that's a critical. So, there is this fun thing called grab a ledge, but that's not going to save his life. So he goes that way, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Bye.
when you're too cocky about things, that's just how things go.
Another sacrifice to the.
Was capsized.
Yeah,
So
I
this
was
is
about to say, did you-
This is the part where I have to look up grab an edge because I need to know if there's a critical failure effect for that.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, I'll get rid of the 2-letter word. Just get out of my hair. Let's see. Critical failure. You continue to fall, and if you fall in 20 or more, you take 10 bludgeoning damage for every.
Nice.
I don't see how that does anything. That just seems like the normal damage. I honestly don't get what that is about, but it's a weird one. Point is, he takes like most of his health on the way down, and then he just ends up in the water and gets washed away. So that lasted real long. I'm sure that his minion is panicking once he figures out that his boss is just gone. The high-functioning Jordan Atherson. I love that adjective. That's great. It's gonna keep bullying that poor man up in the tower. Get out here, you coward!
Ew.
He's like, I don't wanna. Leave me alone. He's not even hiding anymore. He's just like, get out of there. You and me, too. Oh man, that guy's down to 15 hit points. He's having a high because everything seems to be going well. Evie, there was a guy in front of you, and then you saw Mr. Bugman next to you demonstrate strength of gods and just whoops out of there.
This might actually convert me to faith. Good work, Monty.
The
Can we
powers
high
of
five?
God. High fiving is a free action.
Be careful. He might high five you off the ledge with those muscles.
I mean, we're both jacked the hell up with the strength drug, so it's like.
There's just like a thunder crack as our palms meet.
The Wario shoulder bash right into that man.
Hell yeah. Good work, Monty. We just like break the sound barrier with the high five. It's
Well,
fine.
Evie, how do you want to spend your actual turn, though?
I would like to again to sneak a middle. Mayhaps like this is the intention. Let's wait for the foundry to catch up.
So you're gonna sneak over to the other side as far as you can. Well, people aren't gonna be paying attention to you because they don't know where you are. So they're like,
Yeah.
I think that's your whole
So
turn,
just-
though.
Okie doke. Yeah, I definitely just want to be here in the doorway, a little bit out of the field of vision, and the reach of the tower boys.
I'm gonna say
So
this guy
that's
needs
my
to
goal.
needs to make me a morale check. Because, okay, he's just losing it. He saw his boss get pushed down, another boss get pushed down. This river is cursed, and now he's next to a giant. Well, you know what they say: abandon ship, all ye who have no hope.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, actually, since he's doing it intentionally, he intends to like try and hit the ground some. Okay, listen. You don't know what his fate ultimately is, but you do see him rolling down a heck of a lot more comfortably than the other guys did.
Oh,
He's still.
that's cool. Doesn't seem much very reassuring.
Suddenly, I start to feel bad.
This man is temporarily distracted by the fact that his friend keeps yelling like, "Stop bullying me!" He's like, okay, boss, we got this thing on lockdown. I'll go make sure that old good Jimmy over there isn't having a big old pissing fight over nothing. He runs past, missing Evie as a result, and then sees this guy with a boat, goes, "Hey! A man has fallen into the river." Warquanaw is big and strong and angry, and he's been wanting to beat up these boys all day long. So, you know what? Since it's the day of pushing, that's exactly what he needed. What the hell? Look at that. Plus 23. So it is. Well, I guess that regular was right to jump off the tower because he's with his boss now. Oh, no, wait. He takes an extra 20, so he's just dead on impact.
All of
Splat.
these corpses just coming to the city, floating to the city.
There they go. Warquanaw's like, we did it. High five.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, you're thinning them out like nobody's business. That's for
Then
certain.
there's the mess of the situation with the Hydra.
The Hydra is
Right.
going to try and eat this man off of his back.
Rain's
Get
phone
up
died.
on the Hydra's back.
It fails. Wah! It's getting wrestled too wrestlingly. You know what? You guys got this on lockdown, right? I just heard my friend over there shout about something. He just really doesn't want to be close to something that's so hot. Like it's a hot summer day, standing just close to this thing. Oh, the Pyro Hydra does get some hit points back. Allow me to remember that. Boop. 21. The regular.
I think
Hmm?
Rain can't hear anything.
Ray, no! Get up on the Hydra's back.
It's a fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 where they just spam that line throughout the entire thing.
How is that man eating a melon? What the fuck?
The melon. Got the speed.
The phone failed a morale check.
Yeah, the bridge looks nice and all, but so many of them just fell into the water below.
Listen, if you fight smart, you'll never work a day in your life.
I mean, this is why so many, like, fights and stuff had bridges as strategic points, because no one wants to fight on a bridge.
Listen, you got to be one hell of a man to stand on a rickety old bridge and go, I want to pull out my sword and do some wacky combat maneuvers. You know what I want to do when I'm on a bridge? I want to make it shake around a whole bunch.
me textually because audio is gone.
Just continue out. Okay, cool. Well, they'll have to play catch up. Regulus like, Mr. Natherson. Hiya! And he goes, ow. Well, luckily he's got some cover. So he only takes the damage. Also, he knows how to take hobgoblin hits. He's like, I don't fear you, Mr. Bowman. Ow. Okay. Okay, I might not fear Bowman, but I do fear arrows. Oh. The Hellhounds continue to lay into the Pyro Hydra. Chomp, chomp, chomp. But the hide seems to get thicker the more blood crusts onto a Tiri. You're all the way over there.
I'm here.
But where would you like to be?
Not here.
It's a ballsy move, if I do say so myself.
Do I do it? Do I risk going over the water?
Listen, you're able to fly. You're at like the least risk of everyone here.
Yeah, plus the major spellcaster just tumbled to his death.
Very true.
At worst, you're gonna get shot with an arrow.
At least the spellcaster you know of flutters eyelashes.
Yeah, well, the others are all fighting a giant hydra.
Wait, didn't someone mention a dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that part comes later.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing my best not to think about it.
Alright, I'm just gonna use all my actions to move over because the
I like it.
spellcaster that only has one action can't do much. So whoosh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna perch on top of the ledge there and say hi.
He's like, oh no, there's more of him!
Oh gosh.
Well, Hydra, how do you feel about all that? Let's take a look-see. I gotta reduce that by 10, so that's only 22. I gotta reduce that second one by 9, so that's only at 14. Well, the Hydra's still alive, so that's good news. This regular's like, oh jeez, Geronimo! And decides to have at you. Well, it seems he knows how to have at you then. As he leaves a big wide gash on your chest. Not like Zoro, not that heroic.
It's just the letter P.
let me
And
just-
it's like that's not even remotely as cool.
I gotta mark people who are no longer visible off as defeating, so that they just stop counting for the initiative. Dr. Zerandian.
That sounds like a villain name.
Definitely.
Ozymandias.
He smells something in the air, turns around, takes a look down, takes a look up. He sees a man flying with obvious fire. And seeing... Probably catches like the tail end of some of those dudes falling into the river. You know what? He might not look like much, but he does do something. Like he snaps his finger. Kapow. Mr. Flying in the air.
Oh no.
Yes.
So yeah, if he succeeds this check, you're gonna have to grab that ledge as best you can and hope that
Well, I
hobgun
said I
doesn't
was
stop you.
perched on top of it, so
Yeah, but you know, you're also listen. If you're flying, like if it's wings, I could say sure, but if you're flying by magic, it's still carrying your weight somewhat. And I don't know if you're the strongest boy in the bunch. Let's take a look. See.
I am not very strong.
Yeah, so it's only supporting your full weight after floating around so much. It's a bit of a shocker. It's a bit of a shocker. Takes a moment. Takes a moment. Anyway, let's roll that check. Let's see what the dragon has to say. What's the... I forgot how this works. I think he has to roll against your spellcasting DC, so that's a plus 18 versus 25. I can't just click that. I don't know why. This is necessary for
Yes,
things, but I can't just
I've
roll
got
that.
25.
1d20 plus 18. Ugh. He fails. So he can only dispel things of a lower level than his. You're level 7, so your effect is third, automatically heightened. Because it's a focus thing. So, despite his best effort, he does not dispel what you're doing. Ain't that nice? It is at that point that you start to see a problem. Which is that, for some reason, he starts to bubble this noxious gas around his lips.
Wait, where is the dragon?
Oh,
We found him.
it's Mr. It's Mr. over here who was dispelling your
dead.
things.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the dragon?
Oh, it's going to be one in a moment. Because at least Tiri can make out the fact that he doesn't look like a hobgoblin all that long anymore.
Someone push me in the water real quick.
Do I roll Arcana to figure him out?
We'll get that out when we get there. Mr. Rocksoffer, you don't
Yes.
catch any of this because you're like running down the stairs, and the
Yeah,
tower's in the
one
way.
action to down. I will use one action to get down the stairs as far as I could. So the other action is to get out of it, right?
You roll
And
out of the
then-
staircase.
2 actions are I'm here. Somewhere there. That's all my actions. That's
This guy's had
run
enough
fast.
barking orders. He takes out a sword, and since his cowards are cowarding around, he jumps into the battle fray, taking the 1d6 fire damage, because he's fine. Sometimes your job is to take a little bit of damage, and then he just lays into the. Well, you know, heroics aren't necessarily a word. This berserker is trying to get. It's like going yeehaw. The creature will be released at the end of his turn unless he manages to refresh his grip, which he does. Almost. Like he's pinching it. He's pinching it. He's like, hey, takes out that javelin of his and keeps trying to shank him. Only to come to the horrible discovery that every time he does, he gets like a big sploosh of fire in his face. Ooh. Ow, my face. It's full of fire. Monastery. There's no one to fight right now, but that might change
Hi.
real soon.
Hi. 25, 50, 75. I can get over to there. So I'm just going to spend this turn sprinting as far as I can, clanking my way over on the bridge.
Clank, clank, clank,
Can you
clank,
imagine
clank,
sitting in
clank.
that tower and watching like this man go like, I can be there in time. The dudes over here, you see them at the end of like your trip. They look around, see you, and you can tell by the looks on their faces as they quickly turn back that things are not going their way. Mr. High Functioning Natherson. I don't know if that means that he's just very good at his job, or if it's like one of those backhanded compliments, like you sure are high functioning for how stupid you look. He's going to change his favorite enemy, draw out a dagger, and goes, you know what, you pricks? Think you're going to use your bows? Well, I'll show you something. It's called a dagger. They don't have the shields up, so their armor class is actually too lower than normal. Natherson lands a blow. This poor man takes a stab, and he takes that high expertise of, specifically, I don't like goblins, to the point that it might classify as racism. But on the other hand, considering they're trying to invade his country, it's one of those things where you just can't feel slightly awkward about how justified it is. For the bad reasons. Although, to be fair, those guys have been living in the nearby mountains for a while, and they have been coming out on different occasions, so it makes sense that he would, wouldn't it? Mr. Evie. Mid-Evie. Does anyone have contact? Does anyone know what they want to do on their turn?
So long as you talk to them in text, I can understand.
Mm.
Just stay in the like chat box.
It's your turn. The jig is up. Time for bug. Can you imagine it's only been 4 rounds of combat? Wow.
Wow, I've still got 6 rounds left of my flying.
That feels like an important detail, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And yeet a special something. I got a special treat.
Special little treat for you to eat.
That sounds.
Technically, you would be better off using that bow of his exclusively, but hey. Why does he do 1d4 plus? A little sus there, Mr. Oh no.
The brain sauce.
Oh. The brain sauce. Oh no, the brain sauce. Da, 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 da. Use the bomb. Attack roll, not the chat box. Evie reminding themselves how to do this.
Personal pep talk.
Well, I appreciate the go get him attitude, but nope. Well, on the plus side, he does take 1 mental damage. Or they all take 1 mental damage as the bomb explodes near them. Actually, it's 2, wasn't it? Let's take a look. See, how does this work? Oh, on a hit the target. Okay, yeah, this is no. Weird. Very weird. Very weird. I guess everyone around there feels like the unnervingness or something. I don't know how mental splash damage works. They do. And this guy drops his bow, takes out his weapon, and you know what? This loser ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. Though, yeah, taking all of his gear does take a while. Downside of the action economy. Warklenaw is all the way over here. Gosh diddly darn it. It's going to take them a whole turn to cross that bridge.
Well, they can still lob things.
Oh yeah, they did take their bow with them. And they're going to use it for once. Take out that little bow. They take a little... Okay, does piercing shot help at all? No, but it does hit targets behind people. Yoink. Well, since he's still transforming, he's still like in his baby form, and his dragon skills haven't fully manifested, so you just watch an arrow fly through the air and slam into this man. And he goes, ow!
It's gonna be fun to transform around.
Oh, he still takes the full damage. Still applies in full. The Pyrohydra is still alive. At like 2, so up to 21. Hell. It's gonna try to bite.
What is his doctor then?
I don't know what Mr. Oziridon doctored in. Let's go for Stormajaws. 2, 3, 4. The guy on his back is about to get fucked up.
He's got a doctorate in Russian literature.
So he takes 5 less fire damage. So that's still 35. One of the one of the dogs is about to get a big ouchie too. So that is 4 less fire, so that's 13. Their spirits are breaking a bit, especially as there's an increasing noise of like a secondary fight happening over there. He's one more attack. He still has an action, and would really like to get rid of that guy on his back. Chomp. Oh, that hits. The guy wrestling him on his back can feel his grip loosen. Blood. Oh wait, I completely forgot how his blood splatter thing works. It technically targets a nearby random target, which does include the sergeant. That hits the sergeant, and that hits no one in particular. Okay, cool. So his boss just gets splattered in red hot blood. That's hilarious. I'll be honest. It's not a good way to make a good first impression on your boss. Just explode blood on him. That's so hot that it scalds you. Well, this guy also has to drop all of his things. Drop his bow, take out his sword, take out his... You know, he's going to put up a shield, because he doesn't want to get hit with one of those ampoules. Hellhounds...
Our new hottest employee.
The newest, hottest. Chomp, chomp, chomp. And does the Hydra go down? The Hydra goes down? It's hard to
didn't
say.
regenerate her life points ever.
Yeah, they have regeneration,
Yeah.
so they can't technically go completely dead. They just come back every turn.
Oh.
So the specifics is that it can never become dying 4. It just sticks around unless you hit it with something that it doesn't like. Which in Hydra's cases is usually like you gotta slash them or you gotta scold them. Freezing them over tends to work. I don't think these guys have the tools for that, so their best option is probably to shove it into the water. It's dying. Thierry, what do you do up there? The guy in front of you looks kind of weak, though. You could probably kick him over real good, like.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack this hobgoblin with a produce flame attack.
Abracadabra, abracazoo.
Oh, I did it twice, my bad.
So nice, you did it twice.
Target that boy and hit.
Oh, that does him in. Oh my goodness.
Roast hobgoblin, anyone?
Please step onto the tower for boarding. Unless you want to go somewhere else, you have an action left.
Is toss an action? Is an attack? Yes, it is an attack. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it safe by going here.
This hound is biting on the large hydra, which is dying in its jaws, but it wants to be sure after everything that happened a minute ago. Which, you know, it doesn't mean anything. Because it's going to sputter alive and just start biting around itself in a moment anyway. This fine gentleman stops being a fine gentleman. Boop! And...
Oh, he's gone. Good.
No, he just grows
better.
really, really large.
Great.
Let's see. Well, he's 40 feet up, so he can't hit anyone that's at the bottom. Well, he could hit, like, Monastery, but only Monastery, and that's not, like, worth it. So, Mr.
This
Terry...
looks like a monitor lizard with wings.
Well, I think Como would appreciate that. Terry, a swoosh of poison hits you and you alone, you poor man.
Ah, poison.
Yes. Ain't that just the bee's knees?
That was fortitude, my worst save.
That's a crit failure.
Ooh.
Would you like to spend a hero point? Oh, no,
I'm going to spend a hero point to reroll that.
And I'm going to give this fine gentleman 3 turns of down cooling. Actually, let me just record that as persistent damage, because you guys ain't going to persistent damage it at all. No, you don't. Okay, cool.
I
Okay.
am lagging incredibly.
Yes, I'm going to...
Can I use another hero point to succeed that?
Oh, good. Here we go. Sure. The damage
Okay,
is
cool.
36. If you
Yes,
succeed it, that's
definitely
half.
Succeed that.
Despite a storm of toxins that probably would kill any nice flower bed, you managed to hold on, but it ain't good. Also, the air just smells of mustard gas. Actually, chlorine gas. I think, I'm not kidding, in original ADD, I think it was specifically chlorine gas that it breathed. So,
That smells like a swimming pool.
Rock, the thing is big, but you also have a big man.
This thing is fucking big. Okay.
I should have remembered there's a poison dragon. I have a thing that lets me resist poison.
Oh, don't you have... Yeah, technically don't you have a... What was it, a +1? Yeah, it was a +1. No, wait, what? What do you have against it?
No, I can add a spell with reflective scales that give me.
Ah,
Resistance
oh, in that
to
regard.
that.
Okay, cool.
Can I shoot him with a bow?
Yeah, he's within range perfectly. I
No.
think so, at least.
Oh fuck! I should mark him first.
Please do. So this is a big, green, scary dragon. Night scale was kind of easy. I'm slowly shaking my head to indicate that this thing has an armor class that is higher than what you rolled.
Okay.
I love
That
that.
was me.
I love that it only tells me you shoot at it. The arrows plink off of it. Your eyes probably go light because it has several pearls crusted into its scales, and it's kind of pretty.
Ooh, money.
And also, your fiendish nature means you're like, money.
Exactly, money.
The sergeant's like, all right, boss, we took care of it. And he doesn't see his boss up there anymore. And he's like, what the heck? This guy's just excited. He's like, roar! And he falls off, and he becomes fatigued because his blood rage... Actually, his blood rage is still going. So guess what? It's going to fuck up those dogs. So, the blood rage is not a good thing. You can't... So, so here you go. I didn't mention it here specifically, but they consider everyone their enemy, and also they can't stop raging voluntarily. They are just angry the whole way through. So, sorry, dog. Sorry, dog. But this man
don't like
is too angry to not kill anything he can get his hands on.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he runs into that dragon though.
I mean, if he gets the chance, he is gonna fight the dragon. Yes. And then he's you know what? Up to the next dog. It is, I guess, monastery. There's something big up there. You see the smoke below, like part of the light and the sun for a moment, like a normal overpassing cloud. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna try and get up there.
You sure you don't want to
These
help
guys
out your
in the way-
Natherson first?
I'm tossing tossing that up, honestly, I think taking care of the big threat is important, but at the same time, protecting friends would be what.
I think it's more from the
Wanting
perspective of
to-
there are lots of little threats who are all doing like little itty bitty things, and those little itty bitty things add up.
Also, protecting friends is more important. So yeah, Monty's gonna go and attack these idiots.
Leave him alone, you bullies!
Eh.
Ow. Ah, oh.
Get off him.
I don't think he has to get off of anyone if he's dead.
And then yeah, I'll put my shield up just in case.
Yeah,
Since these
never
are
know.
coming over.
This guy does take his attack of opportunity. Hiya. And then hiya. And then he hits Yor for damage. Hiya. Yor just wants to get behind him for safety reasons. Because he was flanked for a moment ago, so he already made that little beckon move, and then he goes for the dagger flurry. Wow, wow. Hits once.
High functioning indeed.
High functioning. Do not underestimate the power of a ranger who does not like a certain type of person.
And that function is violence.
Evie, you're downstairs. You see a guy walk up, and he's like, "What the hell has been going on over here? Who are these
And I
guys?"
still can't hear you.
You hear us actually?
Things are happening.
That hobgoblin sergeant has opinions.
He thinks young man.
Young man.
You don't know what I said.
Please stab him from the appropriate direction. Oh no. It's stabbing time for me. No damage.
Swear to God, the dagger.
This poor guy. This poor guy. He has to put up with this ranger man, and I just gotta put up with knives. Shucks to be your kidney. Sure does. One action left. Stabbing him.
Stab a new, stab two.
Listen, he's just a proficient deaf translator. He's just helping out. Stab a new, stab two. I've got stabs for two.
Stabbings for two.
Don't forget your MAP.
Such a helpful hobgoblin.
Listen, I'm a roost lawyer because I think that the rules should... Nah. Well, there we go. Moving on. I think he's starting to feel a little bit of a... Yeah, he fights this guy, then his friend's head flies off, and then he gets stabbed in the back by a spider. Oh no.
Lamau, sucker.
Wah. He drops his weapons and just... Know what? He's just going to pick a random direction and run. He's in a panic. He's in a flurry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he just runs this old direction, which is away from the camp, if you wanted to know. If you really wanted to shoot him in the back while he's running. Ord Wargrenal. Sees Dragon. Angry at Dragon. Wants to really throw Rock at Dragon, but...
Dragon
Rock-
bad.
Rock is
Good.
Rock is not all that better. In fact, his range composite bow is actually better than his Rock in terms of accuracy, so he's just going to fire at the Dragon and land a hit.
It's almost as if weapons built to be weapons are stronger than just random objects.
Are you telling this fine man that his tactics aren't highly intelligent? The Hydra awakens. It's no longer unconscious.
Oh,
Rise.
Rise and shine, Freeman. Rise and shine. The Blood Berserker probably has some opinions about this. I don't know what they are. I imagine they involve poop as word. Let's take a look. So, you know what? It really doesn't want to like that dog. That dog is the first thing that it sees when it wakes up. It's gonna get that dog. Doggy, no! Doggy, no!
That dog.
Why don't these guys chop off some heads? I don't know. I guess they listen. Not everyone knows how hydras work. Not everyone is thinking about that when they're fighting a giant multi-headed serpent. Not everyone wakes up in the morning and goes, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna learn how to fight hydra. The dog takes 6 less damage. It takes 7 less damage, so it just takes 10 from that. Doggy is like, ow, oof, I hurt. I'm going to flee. Thierry.
I see this big dragon and I think, reflective scales. I'm gonna get resistance to poison.
Handsome.
Then let's throw a rock at it. Critical fail.
Yes,
I am terrified.
it's a big dragon. You should be. Which is to say, before I forget about it, you see this dragon and are fully aware of its presence, unlike some people around, so...
What's that? A will save.
Oh, do I roll for that as well?
Yeah, since you're aware of it and all, you gotta roll for that. But on your turn, I think the Workle is like A, too far away, and B, big enough that he's not immediately impressed by a dragon. He's just like, blah! I'm too angry right now. He'll be frightened on his next turn, don't worry. Let's take a look-see. If you fail, you become frightened too. That's terrifying. But don't worry, it'll get less over time. Good old Rock,
Especially
can you roll me the will save
standing
too?
thing.
If only you were standing directly next to your friends. Next to the guy in your party who makes you less scared.
Oh no, it's a dragon.
That it is. The dragon whose turn it is. You know, it's had enough playtime with you, Thierry. You're not all that exciting. You like to play big boy, but you're not that big. It does, however, see... Doesn't care about... I don't think it knows any of you, so it's just like, I don't care, really. I'm just kind of here. But he would like to just make sure that he's not getting snuck up on. You know, just in case one of you are trying to do something sneaky. And then he throws up a shield, just because he's a jerk.
As if he didn't have enough AC already.
Doesn't
I
he?
say having a lot of AC and also putting up shield all the time.
I mean, you say you have a lot of AC, but he has like a plus 22 on his claws, because those things are sharp. Also, he can bite you real good. But you're still like the one person who might not get hit. Rock Soffer. You're a little bit spooked by this thing. That
Spooky.
That spookiness does go down.
What does that mean in the attacking terms?
It reduces just about everything you try to do by the frightened value. So everything you do has a -2.
Okay, I'm gonna bow him.
You're still like, hey, listen, you mother clucker, I got this.
It's a 26.
Yeah.
the
No, it
frightened
automatically includes
fly.
it. It automatically includes it.
It
So
automatically includes it.
yeah, it still
Oh,
doesn't
no.
hit, man. His AC at this point is like 32.
Oh no. So attacking is...
Oh no, that's one more than me. I'm not the most defensive person on the field anymore.
Wait.
You have 2 more actions, though.
Can I move in his direction?
Yeah, you can. If you think that's the big, bright idea, you can do it.
And he is also on top of that tower, so...
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
wanna
top of
get
this tower.
here.
Roar.
No, not that.
Rare.
I want to get to my friends.
Man, look at those big leggies.
Welcome to the club.
I want us all to be in one place so he can acid us all.
I've still got another 2 turns before he can do that.
The sergeant
No.
has too much to prove. And nothing that he proves. The Blood Goes Berserker is still pissed off at this dog. Because it has entered the bad part. It's at sort of the bad part of its trip. You know, where it just starts going all kinds of willy-willy. Dog goes ouchie baba, then it swings its axe towards the Hydra. The Hydra is no longer grabbed. I should probably get rid of that. Well, it does hit him. But will it kill? Oh, no, get out of my way. Shoo, shoo. There we go. And then I do some damage. Pop up. Look at that axe. If only the Hydra had a shield.
It's fun to stare at the Skull Gorge Bridge.
Monastery.
Rock is currently in trouble. So, gonna just like run around.
He kind of doesn't look bothered, except that he's scared of the dragon. But he didn't even notice this guy.
Oh, in Monastery, at this point, you'll probably be fully aware of the dragon since you turn around to face it. Can you roll me that? We'll see, please. Mr. Not that scared.
Oof.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, probably a good
Frightened
idea.
4 is a huge issue. Also, I think you get a +1 to mental saves on this. So,
Oh yeah, so it would be +1. Yeah, that's more like it.
Much better.
dragon. Those are just big lizards, really.
I killed one already.
You were not frightened at all, and you still have 2 actions.
Okay, and I'm gonna target that guy and stab him in the butt.
Its armor class is 21, and you are targeting 3 different things.
Why am I targeting? What the fuck is the third thing I'm targeting?
Capsized, some regular, that guy.
Capsize doesn't exist. I can't untarget him.
Well, listen, just deal the damage on this man, and roll me your next attack, unless you want to go for shield. The
Well,
sergeant.
I know there's a dragon now here, so I'm shielding.
Listen, I don't like you doing something that's semi-intelligent to do. Your Nathan is going to put his daggers away and take out his bow.
Also, Aura of Courage means that Rock's frightened value goes down by 1.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, cool. In that case, he's no longer frightened. He is so comforted by your presence. After all, you are a rock in the surf, aren't you? A metal rock made of chitin,
Get
but
it?
you're a rock nonetheless.
And he's also a rock, so we have some camaraderie
So we're
going
both
on.
rocks. But I'm a soft kind of rock.
Rock Hawk says yes. The Hobgoblin Sergeant is probably not going to live through this one. Because, again, mad hatred. Yep, that's what he needed. +1. So the Sergeant is down. Your Netherson, however, spent pretty much all of his time on that. I need to reduce this dragon's countdown by 1. Boop.
It's like Mega Flare.
Who is next? I don't know, because this is so big. Eevee. It's bug time. For girls. Oh, actually, that dog is actually dead. So let me just mark him off.
Sure.
It's -2 though, but we'll see how that works. Because I don't think she exists yet, so he's a little off guard. That's nice. Show me the goods. He's stark raving mad, but he can always demand the goods.
Well, you can certainly just be careful of Hydra.
I'm actually going to take care of this further because I think I know what's up and I think I can fix it. I'm gonna dance into her inventory and change a few proficiencies. That should fix the problem for her. The Blicket Bomb. I'm actually kind of surprised that she was able to get this all sorted out herself since she had issues before, but that's good. It's good to see people learn and grow. There.
Oh.
Okay, cool. I love that the bombs
0 brunt +4.
So that was a blight bomb up. There, blight bomb damage. Ow. He has no particular resistance against poison. Again, angry does not stop you from slowly rotting on the inside by chemical consequences. Poison is really just more subtle acid.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so he has 2d4 persistent poison damage. I don't know how he responds to this. He's gonna have to deal with that in his own time. Handsome. Well, that's all their turn. This regular. There's a regular. Oh yeah, this guy. He's out of here. Bye. See ya. I'm running for my life because I'm terrified of just how effective you guys are. Well, Barkanal still doesn't have a reason to use their fancy spells, so you know they mostly got a spell to bring it down to the ground. What's the range on that? 120 feet. Well, they can wait. They can take care of that. Dragon's still like, is there anyone here invisible? You gotta tell. You gotta say. You have to say if you're invisible near me. Them's the rules. Also, the rules that he almost got crit in the eye. Is that worth shattering the shield? Let's see. Heighten to 3rd, hardness 10. Sure, why not? He doesn't fear you. He does fear that big giant with his big bow. Guess who wakes up again? It's the Hydra. Who knew that regeneration is so annoying to deal with? Focused assault. Hope you. Oh.
Ooh.
I personally, I just love rolling 12d6s. It's the tasty number. Okay.
He's dead, Jim.
Remember the other guy? Same deal. Train hit. Oh my god, I can't. I like that they both died the way that they fought, which is just hilariously reckless. He slams into some of the supports of the staircase leading up. It's still there. It still works as a support, but anyone get lean on that Hydra? Then it moves towards
God.
Tiri. Towards Evie. Although it has to slither through half-burnt down tents to do so. Tiri. The dragon does not see anything invisible. It's honestly a little disappointed. It's like, oh, come on, man.
I'm
the
going
wagon.
to chuck a superheated fireball at it.
Well, it's not a red dragon, so
Superheat.
gotta put in that little extra zest, as they say. So that's heightened.
Yes, it is heightened to level 4.
Oh, all right. Let's see. What is our? Oh, well, he's good at most saves. Unfortunately, you're too scared to land this fireball all that well. Luckily, that frightened goes away now. Probably because you're frustrated at his jerk move. Some of the top of the tower does catch a little fire because it is made out of wood. Bottom is made out of stone. You have one action left. Spend it how you want. This guy probably just laughs his ass off.
Can I take cover? Behind it?
Sure. You watch as he laughs his ass off at just how pathetic that fireball was. What does Charm do? Well, you know what? He just thinks that's hilarious. So, Monastery definitely looks like the big dumb fightery kind of guy. You know, either you're a paladin and it's hilarious, or you're not a paladin and you're gonna fail this. Abracadabra, abracazoo, you do what I say, which is, listen to me, please.
Why does this keep happening?
You know, maybe if you didn't look like an easy charm target. By the way, you have a +4 to this, and also a +1, so you have a +15 on the roll. So good luck.
And take a +4 as well for me. I'm using my hero point for you.
Please don't go insane, Monastery. Show me the beans.
Oh,
+5.
thank God.
Okay, +5 success. Well, you don't know that a spell was cast upon you, but
Plus
you're not
4
affected.
Plus the 4 from the hero point, so it's +5 then +4, so +9, so it's 31.
Still not a crit
Oh my
success.
god.
But you do manage to shake it off. Suffer. There's only 2 things left right now that want to kill you, and one of them is a massive fiery hydra that is setting everything nearby on fire, and the other is a giant dragon that probably just spits acid and goo all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna back up slowly.
Up the stairs.
I'm on the stairs on the side, yes. And there's my action. Oh, can I see the Hydra over there?
Can you see the hydra? Can you see the... Yeah, sure you can. You can see over the tent that's, like, starting to catch fire a little bit. Everything is burning down.
Is the Hydra, like, gonna attack us now?
Yes, Mr. Nathanson told you
wild
that it was
hydra.
specifically just pissed off, so it would attack everything nearby. That's how he did it last time.
Oh, he hasn't met Mr. Natterson yet. He's confused.
Oh, well, I'm sure the party would have told you that the last time he lured a Hydra, it just started indiscriminately attacking everything nearby until it was calmed down specifically. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna composite short bow it. Short bow?
sure. Well, take a guess what Nathanson's going to do. He's going to try to calm this thing down a bit, so
Oh, yes, true. I can't hit the dragon because I'm behind the thing.
marvelous. Not a problem. If anything, that's a safe place to be with the dragon, where
Yeah,
it can't hit you.
That's it. That's it. I'm done.
Monastery.
Good.
You're going to have to pick a battlefield for this, to where you're going to fight this dragon. So,
Eh,
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to land.
well, it's not flying. It's just standing on the tower at this point.
To land to our level. Just steep to
Yeah.
our level.
I don't want to fight it when it's up there. That's for sure. But also that acid, I feel like is coming back soon.
It's poison.
Poison, not acid.
Still, it's the same difference. Think. I don't think running up there and trying to fight it is the best idea.
That's up to you to decide. I'm not your mom,
Because-
Dad.
Because last time I fought a giant dragon, I got launched entirely across a room. And across that room is into a ravine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let it come to us.
Come down here, you
Like the-
coward.
Gonna move back with these idiots.
That's bullying.
then-
That's illegal.
Since I failed last time, try and get my martial stance up, I guess. Just
Oh, did my frighten
There
go
we
away fully now? When it was my turn?
What?
yeah, it went away last time.
Yeah.
Also done.
Mr. Nathan is going to try and tell this Hydra to calm the hell down. He gets the thing to sit still for a moment, so that's going good. Oh, the single bugs. I mean, maybe if he gets lucky, he might even get it to go after the dragon directly. Wouldn't that be something? To the right, to the right. Warklenaw. He's itching. He's itching to grab that dragon. He's just like, man, I wonder what it's like to just hug a huge dragon and just huck him into the ground. I wonder what that's like. Well, first he's going to carefully lower himself down onto the bridge. Because he wants to get in closer. This has been enough. Oh, he still hasn't rolled for... Yeah, okay. Your friend storms across the bridge. Gets a little scared. Just a little bit. Just a smidge, you know. Just like, oh, I'm spooked. And then he gets unspooked again.
Oh, there's a dragon there. Oh.
Stay strong. The Hydra is uncontainable. For a moment, it might get contained soon if Mr. Friend can get direct him. Thierry.
I'm gonna cut. Wait, so what's everyone's health at? Pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level heal on myself.
Yeah, this is the
Right.
second level heal that you want to use, by the way.
What?
Third one does not have the increased healing.
No, as in this is a 3rd level spell.
Okie dokie, good sir. Roll me 3d8 plus 24. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh wait, plus 20. Yeah.
So that's 33, good sir. That's a good heal.
Plus.
I mean, the roll ain't too exciting, but... Listen,
Wait, what?
well,
I
I...
should send my health to 0. What? I
Here,
don't
take
even
the
know.
hit points and go.
Thank you.
You have one action left.
One action left. Don't know. Brain hurt. Chilling ice. Stinging ice. I'm gonna try and annoy it.
Annoy him. Annoy him. Oh. You know what? If someone wants to pinch in a hero point, I'll say that he failed it.
I have one more hero point left. He failed it.
You planned ahead for a dragon, and threw in a little extra material component that we like to call Dragon's Bane, or whatever. I don't know. You thought of something. Dragon gets big ouchie, and then it's like coated in ice? And he's like very annoyed at that. Okay, so you have to sustain that every turn,
Yes.
I think.
Yes, I do.
But while you sustain it, I think it... Yeah, it's slower now. Which is not a big deal, but it is annoying. It doesn't like that. Okay, enough fun and games. Enough fun and games. What is it going to do? It has two options. It has the option of going after Tiri and just showing him what a true strike can do on a big sexy claw. But on the other hand, the giant who shot like 2 arrows into him is down there? Hell, I think that's the funner option of the two. Tiri, for a moment, you see him outstretched claws toward you. For a minute, it's like a cat pouncing a mouse. But then it just dives downward, and you watch it land right on top of Workmanall.
Soon to be flat-footed dragon.
I mean, it... Probably. So it lands on top of him. It hasn't cast any spells, and to be honest, because of how complex this maneuver is, it only gets the one, and it only hits him. Nice. That's very good, because those claws hurt. Workmanall is mad. Roar. And honestly, kind of prefers it like this. Rock.
Tee-hee.
You look behind you and see the dragon, like, facing off with a giant, they're like, hand to hand, fist to fist. Urgh. Also, because of how everything's set up, if yours just agitates the Hydra, it'll automatically go for the dragon at this point. So that's fun. Mr. Rockhawk, what do you do?
Oh, me?
Yes!
Just a me?
Mario.
Me?
Okay.
Super Mario.
I will move. I will go behind the dragon, and I'm gonna flank this dragon and point at myself apparently.
Please, do not mention that it is extra thick. That's rude.
Now it's technically flat-footed,
Yes.
so I'm gonna strike it with a rapier.
We call that a critical miss in the industry, by the way.
Oh
Me.
no! Try to do it again.
Why are there so many critical misses today? It's just really not working out for anyone today. It's just an unlucky day.
And that's it. That was me.
Monastery, your friend is awkwardly close to a big scary thing.
Mm. It's
Your
never
friend's
fun for
intelligence
anybody.
is 10, so
Help him. Shake his hand.
Gonna run in now. It's on the ground. We can actually fight this thing.
gang up, guys.
I could try and trip it, but you know, it's got wings.
Well, if it falls on its
Probably
wings.
not. It's probably more effective than just trying to attack it.
Well, Workmanall is probably
So-
going to do some cool combat maneuvers too. They are
Yeah.
big. But you have the Titan Wrestler.
Yeah, I'm also good at big. So yeah, I'm gonna try and trip this thing.
Well, its fortitude and its reflex are equal in that they're both 28. Oh no! Whoops!
Head
As
on the
it-
ground,
As
idiot.
it lands on top of the giant and then falls back, the rapier sweep doesn't do much, but you manage to hit it right between the legs and it just topples over awkwardly. It's like, oh no, I've been cheesed.
What
Wah.
moron.
No, it's awkwardly on the side, like, oh no.
You have an action left if you want to use one for a shield.
Yeah, probably shield. I'm not taking any chances. I'm scared of this thing.
Your manages to get the Hydra to play ball in pointing out the dragon, the big scary thing, and then he just goes, "I'll be over here. See you in a moment." He'll just hide out under the stairs for a moment as he sorts his gear out,
That's fair.
which is primarily to say that he's gonna make sure that he has his poultices on him and everything in case this goes bad. Eevee. Excuse me. I forget that they can't hear anyone. Luckily. Bug.
Bug.
Snail time. I appreciate their willingness to stand in the direct path the Hydra's going to take. I mean, to be fair, so far everyone who stood directly in the Hydra's just gotten trained. Nah. Aww. Well, it still does splash. That's the fun part. I'll say that it went over his head because it's dripping down. Oh wait, no, it critically missed, so it doesn't do any splash. I think that's like the one circumstance that doesn't happen. Oh, it's Mr. Warkle-Narkle's turn. Mr. Warkle-Narkle has a dragon right where he wants him. He's gonna grab it. Oh shit, he actually grabs it. This dragon's on the ground. There's a guy on top of him. And he just lifts up his hand, his big, giant hand. Well, to be fair, he starts shouting in Jotun and Monastery. I'm pretty sure that as a fine paladin, you are not translating those swears.
I'm not going to repeat that.
Just fine.
The dragon, you hear a sickening, crunch as he slams his fist into the wing.
Owie.
So there's some
Monster looks slightly horrified.
There's some cool wrestling happening. Nice. The Hydra does have to make a will save.
God.
It's not a stupid ant. Okay, it's only a little bit frightened. I guess I don't know why it's so inspired, but it's just not that scared. Yor told him to do it. He's doing it. Focused assault. Let's have a go. That hits because he's on the ground and he's super flimsy. Oh boy. Thank you, Monastery, for being such a cool guy and helping out. If it wasn't for your amazing assistance, this dragon would not have taken 38 damage. Ozzy Boy is you know what it sounds like when you realize all the mistakes you've made in life and that today is just not going your way. He's wiggling. He's wiggling. Tiri, it's your turn.
Well, I have one last thing up my sleeve, and that's 4th level Sudden Bolt.
I mean, he's on the ground.
God.
There are
The
harder
big
targets.
place- He beans it.
You hit him.
He beans it.
Ooh. You hit him right in the soft gut, and it spasms and twitches. It has some fight left in it, just a little bit of fight. Maybe it can just.
Then gonna last action to sustain that.
Very
Previous
nice.
thing.
I think all the sustaining does is keep the movement reduction going, right?
No, I'm pretty sure it still damages.
Well, sure. Let's roll the damage. I'll roll another reflex. Well, it doesn't care about your damage.
Yep, that's fair.
Osmandolius has a lot to worry about right now. First, it needs to kick off this big man, which it succeeds at. Almost. Yeah. Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to undo your elite there. Only barely manages to kick off the giant. It tries to stand up, which provokes attack of opportunity. If you would like to take it.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's still like AC 29 when it gets up. Okay, go ahead and give it a go. I'll say that hits. He's surrounded on all sides. Oh, he's also not that much health. Oh no, what was he again? It was like 18? There. Ooh. Wait, no. Yeah, I don't know how much hit points he had left in a moment ago. Oh no, all the numbers don't make sense anymore.
Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh jeez!
Okay, cool. You know what he's gonna do? Would that make sense? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. He got up. He done that. You know what? Monastery. Let's see how your armor class holds up against one of these.
Oof.
Oh, hits by 5.
The, your ace. Oh man, that's. Be glad, good sir, because those jaws hurt. Rockford, you got a chance to finish the job.
Well,
Suffer.
it's not a huge chance.
Use your rogue powers to rogue the heck out of him.
I can rogue the heck out of him, but he is flat-footed. And I'm gonna get him. As soon as my things appear, that disappeared when I had to reload the page. Give me a second.
No problem.
Actions. Target is flat-footed. Strike.
Miss. Hey, if you
Oh.
roll a 20, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on, man, you can
no.
roll a 20. I believe in you who believes in me.
I don't think I can.
I like that you roll around the 20 mark every single time. You know what? Roll one
Yep.
more time. I just want to see if you roll at the 20 mark again.
At a -10.
I don't
here we
even
go.
care where you roll it at. I just wanted to see if you were cursed or something. Monastery.
Can I use a hero point to roll
On
the
that first one,
attack?
sure. Go for it.
Also, don't
No,
forget
go
you have
away, hero
+1
point.
because of my aura.
Yeah, we'll take care of that when we take care of that.
Yeah.
Hey! Well, he has 5 hit points left, so I shouldn't have to do the math for you. I think you're gonna kill it.
Damn it.
And finally, you redeem yourself by attaining the title of Dragon Slayer by being the one who get that final blow in. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Yay.
I'm pretty sure
The
that's how it
final
works.
stabby.
At that point, everyone becomes painful as combat dies down just a smidge, and the dragon stops moving, electrocuted and stabbed and punched, and one of his wings like half broken. All of you become increasingly aware of the fact that the camp is like burning down, and the stairs to the tower are also starting to get crispy because of this pyro hydra, which Yor immediately starts shooing away as best as he can.
Get on!
Is-
Go on, get!
is- I have only one thought in mind. Can I get the gems out of the scales, and can I get the poison out of the glands?
You can definitely get the scales out of it if you take some time. Doing
Sure.
so, Elijah, this doesn't take any roll because it's just a matter of peeling them out of their sockets. It's easy enough to do. You recover 6 black pearls, each worth 50 gold pieces on their own.
Wow, that's a lot of boats.
I have to type that somewhere.
Additionally, he also has like this little belt around his neck. It's a belt to you. It's a necklace to him, I guess. Within which is an invisibility potion, a greater healing potion, and a bracers of armor 1.
We need to put all of that into the loot sheet. Wait.
I'll take care of that. Give me a moment.
okay.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
It should be. If I was smart, I put it in to give loot. If I wasn't smart, and I hope I'm not, because I'll be mad at myself if I'm not. Wait. Oh yeah, that's the cloak I was going to give you in a bit. Pearls. I should have taken care of these pearls. I did not. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do this. Oh, cool. There's a button called Loot Selected Tokens. Allow me to see if that works on Mr. Aussie here. The braces of armor appeared. And
Wow.
the potions, I guess, appeared somewhere. Yeah, there they are. And the 6 black pearls. Nice. Well, now that
Does
it's
he
nice
have
and quiet.
anything else? Does he have
Unfortunately,
anything
his horde doesn't seem to be inside of this tower that he was only planning to stay in temporarily.
A map to the horde? Joke. I'm joking.
Why would he carry a map to a place that he owns? That he knows where it is?
If he forgets.
Unfortunately, some of the dudes who fell down the river probably had some stuff on them. Who cares? Better to have an easy fight than to have good loot. The good news, however, is that there is one thing that's on his person that's pretty cool, and that is that he does own a +1 striking bastard sword and a +1 striking composite longbow. Because you know he's the yeah. Let me throw those in there as well. I need to add the runes first because I didn't prepare that part. I did not prepare his corpse to be looted, but there you go. Listen, I don't think of everything around here. It's not going to be a super exciting one, but there you go. There you go. Potency +1. It's got a striking +1 striking composite shortbow longbow. Then I'm going to take a few minutes break, which is to say that I'm going to be very quiet for a moment as I do all the experience math.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have
Well,
fun.
we give the loot to each other.
Okay, so let's see. These are 4, so those are -3. I'm getting hungry. My stomach's hungry. Oh, I'm hungry. I want to get some food.
It's
Hungry,
okay
hungry.
if I take this +1 striking frost sword.
Sure, I'm not gonna use it.
Nice, because
What is Dagger of Eternal Sleep?
I got martial proficiency for my general feat because I thought why not?
Dagger of Eternal Sleep was like a single-use knife thing.
It doesn't recharge like ever.
I don't think so. I think you just use it once, then it breaks. Which is why we haven't used it.
Also, I just realized that unless a spell specifies that you need a free hand, even what was it? Yeah, even somatic components means that you can still have something in that hand.
Handsome. Ha ha ha.
So I've now got a big sword. I'm happy.
Okay, kids. Yeah, you can totally wield a big sword if you want to, if you know how to use it.
I do.
310 friend experience.
Once he's scared off the Hydra and taken care of himself, politely informs you of the fact that there's an army assembling beyond those hills over there, Cinder Hill. And he counted quite a few of them.
Mind if I take the longbow?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, yeah, it's probably time we start setting up the explosives to blow this place to hell.
Yes.
Gonna blow us all to hell. Thank you, Ambition. It's a fantastic Flash game series. Horrible, horrible Flash games about how to handle. Oh man, it's just the worst, and I love it for it. It's so good. You know how bad it is. Okay, I know somewhere it mentions exactly how big this army is, but I can't seem to find it on a moment's notice. Well, on the other side, I'm pretty sure that after this, they're not going to bother you as reliably, because if you heard about some dweebs who showed up out of nowhere and just blew up a bridge and killed the dragon there, you're going to be like, not too sure about that one. Come on, where the hell
Party
is
token.
party
I just
token?
want to test and see how much damage this does.
Fire Talking having some interesting
Ooh.
thoughts.
About swords.
Oh, here we go. Let me just do some basic math here. So that is 24, about 3,000 soldiers. Give or take a couple of dragons,
That's a few more than we can handle.
a contingent of wyverns, manticores, hill giants. He saw some weird things that he didn't quite recognize. Oh yeah, there were these weird ghost creatures there. He didn't know what the hell the deal with those was. They don't look like they belong there. Okay, let me get this out of the way. There's some other dragons I need to bring up there. Okay, you already took care of Mr. Oziridan. He's already dead, so he's no longer a problem. There was another red dragon there too. Let's take a look-see. Leaders of the Horde. No, I'm looking for the dragons. Blue dragon. There was a Bahir. Whatever that is. He knows the name. There was a red dragon. A black dragon. Yeah, there were a lot of fun things there. He saw a lot. If you want to take a look, that's fine by him, but he feels like you might want to plan. Do you have any plans?
I mean,
do you have any clues? You have a map?
To
yeah,
blow up
we
the
had
bridge.
the map. Where did I put the map? Well, yeah, we know where they're going, but that doesn't really give us information on how to stop that from happening.
Well, we need to. I thought we were trying to blow up the bridge.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
immediate
that'll
concern.
only- yeah, that'll only delay him, really.
Let's take a look. See. Blowing up the bridge. Well, now that you've gathered all this information, once you're done blowing up the bridge, maybe you should go back home and
Yes.
report about what's going on, and maybe see if you can get some help. Maybe get some information, some hot, spicy intel.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dylan's Ferry.
After all, as the enemy grows increasingly aggressive, so too does it become apparent where they operate from and who they work with. Additionally,
Mm.
just to put this down there, who here thinks that they're smart?
Not me.
I'm not. I'm good forest, but I'm not smart.
No one here is like a big brain, maybe?
Evie probably, but they can't hear us.
Oh, yeah, Evie's pretty smart. So can someone please tell Evie to maybe use their brain? Because there's something about that map that kind of strikes you, but you're unable to put your finger down quite. Think about it. This is an invasion map. What would you not put on an invasion map?
Picture of you cutting a guy's head off.
That's very cute. But we're talking about, like, the factual information located on it. If I said, I want you to invade this country, here's a map of important places, what would you not put on it?
Where your base is. I don't know.
See, this is why I'm letting Evie make an in check.
I'm smart, but I'm not smart in this. I do not.
Check in. Show us the goods. Check in.
Wait, do you want me to as well?
Sure. If you got a positive in modifier, you might notice this.
Yes. How do you do just a base?
I think you just click it on the characteristics page, the leftmost
Yeah.
tab.
Like
So,
say +0. I've
how
got
the hell does
+4.
Monastery figure something out?
I got +4
Would this-
for intelligence.
Would this?
No, wait. Monastery knows warfare. I guess that's where it's coming from, huh?
well,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
what- would this
warfare,
fall
but
under
no.
warfare
Oh
lore?
god.
If you have warfare lord, then yes, that was to an extent. But I think that Monastery here got it figured out together with Evie and him are like fawning over. Like, there's got to be like something we can figure out that can help here.
Mm.
So, what you wouldn't put on a map that's regarding an invasion are locations you aren't interested in. Why did they mark quite explicitly? So, like this map, giving it a good look over. It is clearly a map that they bought. Part of this map is made in one ink, the black ink. That's the ink of like the guy who made the original map. The red ink is what they added. Why would they mark Sardvith and the Ghost Lord on it? Everything else is like, we're going to attack this guy, we're going to kick this guy in the dick. And then they just mark two names on it, and Lizard Folk? Lizard Folk? Eh.
Maybe they were on the phone and talking to someone, didn't have anything else to write shit down on.
Fucking forms. Point is, it's entirely plausible that your enemy receives reinforcements from elsewhere than just the mountains.
Hmm.
Additionally,
Maybe allies?
there are
Wait, where?
two
where's
things
the
that
ghost
that should have stricken you by now. That, you know, warfare. First and foremost, him mentioning the ghost guys doesn't make any sense at all. Why would they have ghost troops? Who among them is such... Like, they had one guy who made, like, spirits, but not like what Jorgen tells you. Like, they were all, like, animals, and they seemed, you know, bitey. Very chompy animals. Additionally, those
Necromancers.
green spawn, where did they come from? Because they... To the best everyone knows, they were just some hobgoblins. Hobgoblins, okay, cool. Bugbears, sure, got that covered. Dragons, sure, they talk to some people. But where the hell do they get those guys from? Where do they all come from?
Tiamat?
Probably. Maybe? And where would you grow something scaly?
With lizard folk? Scales go with scales?
And where would lots of ghosts come from?
The Lord
Can we see
of
the big
said
map
ghost.
again? Can we see the big map again?
Yeah, I pinned it on the OOC check, so you can look at it if you want.
Yes.
I really do appreciate that they mark one location as not worth burning.
Would they be growing dragons in the Wormsmoke Mountains and do other things in the rest?
The Wormsmoke
Yes,
Mountains are a
yes.
very dry and cold place. Not a great place to raise things that are, you know, cold-blooded.
And what about the rest that has a lot of lizard folk, if I remember correctly?
You know what? I'll pull up the proper Vale map for you. Well, I mean, Rest is like in the Black Fens. which is a swampy area and it's relatively warm compared to the Wormstomach Wildlands.
That would be where
There's also
Starfest is on the map.
Well,
there's also Thorn Waste.
the Torn Waste, yes, where apparently there's some dude hanging out called the Ghost Lord.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a chick. I don't know. You'll have to figure that out on your own. The great revelation of the next chapter.
Well, if it was the ghost, it was a lady, then it would be the ghost lady. 'Cause
Listen,
Lord's
I
a
mean,
lady.
that
Lord
pl-
can
that
be a
plus one
lady.
int is really paying off, ain't it?
I have the biggest brain.
I have gender powers. Beware. Marvelous. Well, who would you rather tackle first? A hypothetical bunch of lizard folk or someone who apparently can raise armies of ghosts?
Listen, you know
Lizards?
which one I'm going to pick.
The Ghost Lord. You're
If I
free.
can kill the Lord of Ghosts, I'm set.
Let-
Sarah will bring me home with open
Now,
arms.
if you know I'm running a module, I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this straight, and I'm gonna tell you this narrow. It doesn't matter which one you do first in terms of how difficult they're gonna be. You can take either, and you'll
Oh,
be
okay.
fine. If you want to
Yeah,
go for the marshes first, you can go for the marshes first. Want to go fuck up a ghost? Go sure, go nuts.
No, I'm gonna have
I
to get
recommend
better
you keep an
weapons
open
if we're
mind,
gonna
though.
Fuck up ghosts.
On the other hand, actually, there is an order of operations. It's just a little more. Actually, sort of. There's an order of operations in the sense that you're gonna have to come back at some point, maybe, unless you think you can. Unless you're feeling very lucky, punk. This is the part where I pull out my gun. They seem to be mustering like right across Gorge at this point. Of course, it's an army, and armies take a while to move. They're very slow and sluggish. They need to pack everything up, make sure that everything's all right. They need to make sure that their rations are working out. It takes a while. It turns out armies are giant and slow, like giant balls of tar.
I think Tormace is actually closer to Drun's Ferry, and should we be more concerned about them attacking Drun Ferry from a different direction now?
If what your said is correct, then whatever ghosts they have are already there. So, besides that,
So just the factory is in Thornwaste.
no, you
the
didn't
ghost
stay.
factory.
You didn't stay in Drellens very long enough to know anything that's all okay. If you'd stick around town, maybe you would have known something that would have been relevant. But okay. You can also go to Cinder Hill yourself and take a look if you want to. It's just an hour's walk. In the meantime, Rain can take care of the bombs. But it's up to you. Or maybe another idea is that you go and reconvene with the people at Drellin's Ferry. Maybe they can provide you with some tips and tricks.
That
After all, they have a huge stake in this. Just say. You know, people whose town might soon get raided by a whole army might have some stake in not getting that army over. Okay, I'll leave you to discuss this for a moment, if you want to.
Mm.
Shining Oath. Oh no. But it might, as I said, help you to ask around town a bit once you get back to town. Be like, hey, what lives down there? Does like the god of the dead live there? Because we're gonna need some help if that's the case. Or is it just like some baby necromancer who's like, I can summon ghosts? Yeah! I'm level 3. I'm just really stupid. Honestly, that is a great origin for like a whole undead army. It's just some dude who's very ambitious about summoning.
Actually, does the +1 allow me to attack ghosts, or do I need a ghost enchantment to attack ghosts?
If your weapon is magical, then it okay. So they're resistant to all damage except a couple, like Ghost Touch and Force. 5. It doubles against non-magical weapons. So it being magical at all does half that. So yeah, depends on the ghost though. Some ghosts are more resistant because they're stronger, and their connection to the physical realm is different. And I got the hiccups. Last wall soup. Nice.
Yeah, so we probably should head to Drellin first and then decide which one's the better option.
Don't you have a bridge
Yeah,
to blow up?
100%.
Here's my question: how do you plan to blow up this bridge?
Just stack a whole load of explosives on it.
So you want Rain to
Ma-
just throw everything she got on one big heap and hope that it does it.
Yeah,
Maybe make
hit it
some
with
holes
everything
and
we've
freeze
got.
them. That also works. The
Also, if
expansor
you-
of water usually
I-
does things.
Oh my god. So, you know what? You know what? Evie can roll me some crafting. Someone tell Evie that she has to roll me some crafting. She's expert in that, so I'm not worried too much. Cherry wants to have a stupid Arcana plan, so you can roll me Arcana. You know what? Roll me Nature. That's slightly more appropriate because you're doing something with natural physics.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? Let's make it easy on you. You're like, okay, what about hydrological expansion? Some of us here can make water. Some of us here can just pour some water on things. Terry, gonna
Yeah.
roll crafting. Make a
Crafting.
big bomb. Make a big bomb.
Do you want me to roll crafting? Or...
No, just Evie. She's the one with all the explosive components here. She's
She
the
can
one with
also not hear you.
I'm trained. I can assist
I
her
know.
if she needs to.
Crafting roll from Evie. Heck.
No,
No, that's a
that's
bomb.
more like it.
I personally like the idea if she just looks at the bridge, goes, I got this. And doesn't tell anyone what it is. Just, I got a bomb. And you gotta trust me on this.
JC, a bomb.
They set us up a bomb.
Actually, Snuggle would be okay with getting blown up with the bridge as a last memory.
Well, then post it so she
Of
can...
course it would.
We'll take care of this next time. Next time, the bomb. Back to Drellin's Ferry. Reconvening, figuring out some plans. Seeing where you might want to go first. What you might want to do there first. And maybe get your pal and get his head out of his butt. Oh yeah, pick up that cloak that you wanted.
Yes.
Maybe that'll help.
Well, I want to skin the dragon actually.
Okay, what do you want to do with this big, scary boy?
I want to skin him.
You know,
Yeah, more-
Take the skin.
sure. Roll me some survival.
Not crafting or nature. Survival. Okay. There we go.
You
I'm improvising.
You're scavenge enough to make one like cloak out of it. You know, like one proper armor piece.
That's enough.
You know, unfortunately, in the process, you do a little bit more damage than you intended to. So that's that. Also, apparently, in the process of me clicking some buttons, I destroyed all of his strikes. So that's cool. Great.
I mean, it doesn't exist anymore, so it's fine.
I might be dead, but I still got zest. Anyway, that's that. We'll do it next time when Rain can talk it again, and then we'll have fun.
Okay. Goodbye.
Next time, gonna be fun. Maybe you guys... Oh, you're not gonna talk. But that's alright. You got a friend with you who can talk for you.
Yes.
Just let the GM talk to himself for hours. I'll get some sock puppets. I'll go like... Just kick it out of my head. Rule: whenever the GM has to roleplay with themselves, they have to take out sock puppets, and they can't say actual English.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
those are the rules.
Why? Because listen, no one's here to watch a GM masturbate. Play with
Wait, how
themselves.
much XP did we get?
I'll speak for yourself.
300 and something.
Yeah,
Yeah, altogether
310.
we have 415.
Oh wait, I think I might have made a mistake on that number. Excuse me for a moment. I'm actually off by 40. Yeah, it's 350.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
I calculated as a good old Aussie boy as a CR 8 instead of a 9, what he was.
Hmm.
Look at those numbers.
a
I appreciate that the dragon's the one who's apologizing.